say what's wrong or right.
No.
It's not hard to fool me.
No.
'Cause I'm addicted to the good life.
Yes.
Yeah, lead the way. I follow. No need to say
No.
where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. To the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Ooh, susceptible now before the moment flies. It's not a problem,
No.
'cause I know what I'm getting into.
Yes.
Yeah, and nothing can stop me.
No.
'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way. I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies. Before it flies. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Susceptible now before the moment flies.
All right. It is Friday night, and we are going to be having a great time. We got a great topic for tonight. Fellas, it is 2024. Two things should change in 2024. Not just our journeys with our passports, but the fact that women need to stop lying to women, and men need to stop lying to women. My name is Andrea of Andrea and Andrea's Love Crossing Borders. We're here for Friday night, drink in hand. Now tonight, I'm just enjoying a little bit of water, guys. No cervezas, no beers, no alcohol, out of the city. But guys, I know you're in your city, you're relaxing. We got 22 people in the building right now. Click that like button. I like you. Make sure you like us too. I'm vibing to the beat. Oh yeah. We're going to be watching a couple of clip videos. We're going to do some responses. Spidey senses tingling. All right. Let me make sure that everything is going smooth. Make sure you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. All right. Because I don't know if you guys can hear me, so let me know. Put a 1 in the comment section, or just say something. Say, "Hey, Dre, you're loud and clear," and then I'll know that I'm doing the right thing. I don't have to go back out. Shout out first of all. Wish I had the horns here. To my man Timothy King in the building, always showing some love. Tevin King, shout out to you, brother. Always showing some love. Mr. King says, let's kick this off with a drink in hand with some music. Yeah, let me turn that music up for us. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. For the grown is sexy. For the grown is sexy. We about to do these shout outs right about now. So shout out to all you guys that are here. Make sure you click that like button. We got 32 people in the building. Click that like button. We like you. Just like my man Don, aka. He says, good evening, big bro. Good evening to all in the chat. Brick bro, have you been to no, I haven't been to that area. The northeast side of Colombia. No, I haven't been there. That is an area that I recognize, and I have not been there yet. So there's a few areas that we hadn't been to yet. Shout out to my man Stefano in the building, top moderator, as well as my man Temming is a great moderator as well. Greeting to everyone in the chat. Happy Friday to y'all that are here. Shout out to you guys. I'm glad that I got a chance to enjoy Friday night and a drink in hand along with you guys. All right. And you can see I took the eye tracker off, so you ain't got to worry about me with the eye tracker looking like a robot. And I put it back, the camera back on where it'll stay on. I don't have to cut it back on every 30 minutes. Shout out to my man, Black Empowerment 01 in the building. Salute, kind sir. Salute to you as well. And it's not a live stream if we don't have my man David in the building. So shout out to you, Dave, for being here. Also, appreciate you being here. Salute, Andre and family. We have made it through another work week. Yes. Man. Oh, don't think that I'm not out on this side of the camera grinding it out as well. Shout out to my man Keith in the building. Them Tampa boys at it again. And it is Friday. Shout out to you, brother. Glad that you're here. And it was great to see you when you came down. I always appreciate when you guys come down and I get a chance to finally meet you guys face to face. So I appreciate that when you came down. Let's go down a little bit. We got my man Timothy in the building. My spidey senses tingling. Sup, family? Oh, we got a good one tonight. Like I said, we got a clip from a sister talking about how church sisters starting to get them BBLs. I said again, it ain't just everyday women that's getting surgery now. It's sisters in the church trying to catch y'all. They trying to lure y'all back into the black church with the body enhancements. Trying to bring y'all back. They say, you ain't got to go overseas, baby. I'm getting enhancements right now in the name of Jesus. So yeah, guys, we're going to watch that video. And then we got a Kevin Samuels video we're going to be watching today. Shout out to my man Jimmy Jam in the building. Shout out to you being here as well, kind sir. He says, shout out, big bro. Give love to Andrea. They're giving shout outs to Andrea right now. Shout out to her. 41 in the building. Make sure you guys click that like button. Oh, it's the man, the myth, the legend, my family, my brother who I love so much, my dude, Sean D. Upshaw, the man that actually got me on this trail of doing podcasting and speaking on mics and then speaking in front of cameras. If it wasn't for Sean D, you wouldn't have Andrea, Love Crossing Borders. So shout out to my man Sean D being here. And the great one is in the building. It can't be a live stream without somebody being great. Why not him? Shout out to the great one. Thanks, guys, for letting me know that I'm being heard. Shout out to you, Top Notch, being in the building as well. Shout out to you. Oh, my man, we got my man Varan in the building of the Howell family. Shout out to you, brother. He said, cold weather, no ice, my drink in hand. Yes, brother. Gotta have something. I don't care if it's your favorite beer. I don't care if it's your favorite elixir. I don't care if you're a professional mixologist. I don't care if you're just drinking water or warm milk. Don't have your boy drinking alone on a Friday night. Don't have your boy drinking alone. So make sure you got a drink in hand for this live stream. Anyway, you're going to need it for this one. This is going to be a good one. All right, while I'm giving the shout outs to you guys, let me check on something real quick. All right. And my man Dave, once again, thank you for letting me know that I'm doing good. My man Timothy is in the building once again of the Bright family. He said, he's talking to Dave. Let me not dip in the conversation. Perfect audio. Perfect, guys. Perfect night for perfect audio. And my man Louis is in the building. Shout out to you, Mr. GS himself. Shout out to you. All right, guys. He said, what's good, chat gang? All right, let's see who else we got in here. Yes, just like Louis said, make sure you guys click that like button. We got 50 people in the building. We should have at least 40 plus likes. At least 40 plus likes. So shout out to you guys being here on the first weekend of, the first weekend of the month, basically. The Canadian boys at it again, Mom. They're at it again. Straight from Windsor all the way to Vancouver, all the way to Montreal. Shout out to you guys that are in Toronto area. I used to love driving up 401 straight from Detroit, just straight shot to Toronto. 3-hour drive from Detroit, and I'm hanging out with Drake. I'm telling you, I used to have some fun in Canada, and there's some good fishing in Canada too. Shout out to you for the $2 Canadian dollars. My man Darth is in the building just right. I know I'm doing something just right if this man is here. He said, yo, brother Dre in the building. Shout out to you brothers being here, as well as my man, the global homie, is always here showing some love. What's up? He said, hit that like button, people. Come on now. Don't let global homie be the only one. Hit that like button. That like button, as we all know, invites other individuals into the live stream, as well as it invited Zeta to come on through. He said, yo, Dre, another day, another stream. Senor, ¿cómo está bien? I'm doing good. I'm having a great day. No problems at all. All right, let's scroll down a little bit further. We got Top Notch in the building once again. Shout out to you. He said, nope, David. He said Biden wasn't important for our narrative. We got a for show in. I watched that State of the Union address last night. I watched the president. You know, for the other channel, we do politics and Social Security. So I watched the politics. It ain't getting no better, fellas. I'm looking at the Republicans sitting up there looking at Biden like we ain't about to prove nothing. They are not going to approve anything. The Republicans were looking at Biden the same way they looked at Obama. Remember, they didn't let Obama get anything approved. So since they're not going to let anything get approved, I'm not surprised at that. I am not surprised at that. So y'all going to have to work it out. One day at a time, one passport at a time. Some of you guys that can make it out of the States, I'm happy for you. But you other guys that are still in the States, you're going to have to work. You're going to have to pray on that one. Yeah, because Biden kept saying the United States is a country that when we get knocked down, we get back. I'm like, y'all been getting knocked down. We got knocked down with COVID. We got knocked down with the immigrants. We got knocked down with inflation. We got knocked down with the war of the roses between men and women in the States. How many times are we supposed to keep getting up to get knocked back down in the United States? I'm trying to figure this one out. Now, like I said, I love my country, but goodness gracious, sometimes we got to get it together back home. We really do. Shout out to Amara in the building. He coming with there we go. With the super sticker for the love of the game. No comment, no nothing. Just showing some love. With the Euros. The 3 Euros. I know what you're doing. I caught them Euros, man. Shout out to you, brother. With the Euros. And my man For Profit is in the building. For Profit store. He said, them Cleveland boys at it again in the building. Salute, Dre. Salute to the chat. And my man Louis showing love, man. I appreciate you guys, man. With the $20. He says, oh man, he got me on that one. He said, Aguardiente is on me. Hey man, I got a good aguardiente story, right? For you guys don't know what aguardiente is. Aguardiente is a liquor that's only made in Colombia. And Cali has a version, Medellin has a version. And so I'm in Medellin, right, the first time. I buy me a big bottle. I'm at the club. I'm popping bottle. It's only $35 for this big bottle of aguardiente. I'm like, cool. So I get back to the States that next weekend and I go to a Colombian club with my Colombian friends. I'm back in Tampa. We popping bottles. That's what I'm saying. Hey, let me get that big bottle of aguardiente. The same bottle, for you guys that know what aguardiente is, that same bottle of aguardiente that was $35 in Colombia, in Medellin, $350. Your boy had to come out of $350 right then and there. I had to pass the card of the same aguardiente. I was like, oh man, I'm done. I'm done with the aguardiente in the States. Even though it was the same one, it was just a fact. $350? And I just paid $35 for it a week ago. Shout out again to the great one. He said was watching Profe Omar and yeah. Shout out to those brothers, man. That was a great live stream they were talking about when it comes to the value of being bilingual and knowing more than one language. So I'm coming across a lot of footage like that, and I'm about to buckle down. I actually was watching a Spanish station yesterday. I'm flicking through the channels, and this guy that's kind of like, a relaxation guru. That was his channel in Colombia. And he was saying one of the things that gives you peace, it makes you relax, is being bilingual, knowing more than one language, my friends. And I'm like, he's talking to me. So I'm like, okay, Dre, okay, buckle down, brother, buckle down. My brother says, he said, what's up, Dre, sir? He said, I have missed the 2 lives, but watch the replay. Shout out to the replay crew, like brothers like you. So I'm still up to date. Shout out to you and my boy, Monk Mode 1 in the building. Shout out to you, brother. I'm actually going to be doing a video on going monk mode. A lot of guys have talked about what monk mode is, and so I'm going to do an updated video on what the strategy of monk mode actually is, so guys will know when we say monk mode, what are you saying? So you're saying you no longer have sex ever again? No, we ain't saying that. We're saying that certain things, certain celebrations, certain spending patterns, certain festivities, you no longer do it in the States, and you take that money and that fun and you take it outside the States. But this is only for dudes that already plan on leaving the States, or you travel outside the States several times throughout the year. So we're going to talk about what monk mode is. We could do that in a moment. He said, Colombian boys, Columbus boys in the building, salute. Columbus, Ohio, or is that South Carolina? Let me know which one is it. Shout out to Columbus. I used to hang out in Columbus in Ohio. Shout out to my man Frank in the building. Shout out to you. And Growth Talk with Kofa. Did I get it correctly? I got it like Kofa. Did I get it? Remember you said like sofa? Kofa. The Growth Talk with Kofa. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel. Kofa, do me a favor. Drop the link to your channel in the description. If you are a content creator and you know that you got positive content, make sure tonight, don't be shy. You know you need those subscribers like I do too. Drop the link in the video so we can make sure that we all subscribe. We got 54 people in the building. Click that like button. We like you. Make sure that you like us too, such as my man LJ the Southern Vegan. Salute to you too, kind sir. He say, what's the weather in Bogota? You know what? We have been surprised by the weather in Bogota. Even in the evening, it has not been bad. I'm purchasing new jackets and sweaters and everything I'm bringing with me, and come to find out that the weather in Bogota has been really, really nice. It's that fall weather, but it's that like September fall weather, not like October fall weather. So it hasn't been cold at all. It's really been good, but you do keep a jacket with you no matter where you go. But Bogota has been good. Bogota has been good. So it's been really nice. Very beautiful, nice restaurants, of course. And I was actually looking up as we've been driving around. Bogota is a humongous city. I could see why it's in the top 20 largest cities in the world. I could see that. Dude, you could go on one side of Bogota as if you've never been into the city before. And you could drive to another side of Bogota as if you aren't even in Bogota. It is humongous. If you got a female friend, you definitely gonna be telling her, girl, I see you in about an hour, 45 minutes. If she taking an Uber, yeah, you might as well go ahead, take a nap, take a shower. By the time she make it over to where you are. Bogota is a huge city. If you break up with somebody in Bogota, you will never see them again. Never. It's that big. I actually was looking up which city is larger. And come to find out by square footage and miles, Bogota is larger than Chicago. For all you Chi-Town dudes, you know how big your city is. It's larger than Chicago, but Chicago has more population. So it's ahead of Bogota. It's like Chicago's number 17 largest city, number 19 largest city in the world. Bogota is like number 20, number 21 as far as population with the 11 million people. Between 9 to 11, I think it's still 11 million people. But as far as the geographics, Bogota is bigger, way bigger than Chicago. So yeah, shout out to being down here in Bogota. Not bad. Weather's not bad at all. This is Ty's stopping ground. All right, shout out to New in the building. He said, Walter, code from Thailand. Shout out to you, Walter, being in the building. Them Thailand boys always in trouble. They are at it again. Shout out to you brothers having fun in Thailand. We got 64 people in the building. Click that like button. I like you. We really do. Make sure that you like us too. He said, I'm 23 years old. Boy, to be 23. Goodness gracious. He said, and I have binge watched all your streams. Shout out to you, brother. He says, shout out from the 404, them Atlanta boys at it again. They at it again. Shout out to you too, brother. I'm glad that you made it, Ultimate Warrior. And anytime you want to pop in, man, just pop in, man. Chat lives matters. Chat lives matters. Yes, sir. Shout out to my man being back in the building once again. Always showing some love. Black by design. With the $10, looking clean and suave as can be, like always. What's up, coach? On the road, heading home. Bourbon and beer will be in hand. Man, that sounds good. Bourbon and beer will be in hand in about an hour or so. Salute to the chat. Chat lives matters. Yes, sir. Salute to the chat, man. That sounds good. You sound like you're ready to relax and enjoy Friday night drink in hand. Once again, tonight's topic, we're going to talk about monk mode for a minute, but tonight's topic is about why in 2024 are women still lying to women? It's uncalled for. There's enough social media out there that's going to tell them the truth anyway. So why are girlfriends still lying to girlfriends? Why are mothers still telling lies to daughters? But even more in 2024, why do men still think that we're in a position where we got to lie and connive women? We don't. We got the upper hand now. If she don't want you, oh well. I'll say it again. If she don't want you after you told her the truth, so be it. But that lying to get to coochie or lying coming down to Colombia and lying to these women, telling them I'm about to move down, knowing that you ain't about to move down, except for in another 5 or 10 years. Men ain't got to lie to women. So that's one of the topics for tonight. We're going to be watching a video from a young lady who talks about now to lure you brothers back into the church, back into the fold, the women are starting to get surgeries. And I mean everything from the female pastors to the female singers to the ladies in the pews. They trying to get their body right and tight so they can bring y'all back into the fold. So the young lady is talking about that. And also we're going to listen to what Kevin Samuels have to say about women lying to themselves, and men need to stop doing that. That's what Kevin's saying. Shout out to my brother being in the building. Shalape is in the building. He says, Shalupe is in the building. He says, I'm about to take this supervisor spot that I don't want to take. Stack that money though. He said, just so I can leave the U.S. sooner. You see how I said that? Stack that money. Do what you need to do. All of us, do what you need to do, bruh. And when I say leave the States, we all know this is not for everybody. We know that most people aren't going to leave. We understand that. That's cool. You know, you got responsibilities in the States. You know how I always say the 4 reasons why people still stay in the States. 4 reasons. Reason number 1, family. You got family to take care of in the States. So you got responsibilities. Whether it be your kids, whether it be your mom, dad, or grandma, or maybe your brother or somebody you're taking care of. So you got family. Number 2, friends. You're comfortable. You're comfortable with the friends you got, the community that you're in, the people you hanging out with. You are FBA, foundational Black American. You know, you're comfortable. You got your people that you barbecue with, your people that you have Friday night drinking hand with, the people that you golf with, your friends, the people that makes America comfortable for you, whether it be a girlfriend or an ex-girlfriend. Number 3, número 3, reasons why people still stay in the United States. Finances. They feel like, hey, I'll make good money if don't nobody else do. We all know most Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and they're going from broke to broke, robbing Peter to pay Paul. But you might be in a position where you may be close to pension or close to retirement, or you got investments, or you just got you a good job and everything's looking good. Nothing wrong with that. Number 4 reason why men and women stay in the States when they have a desire to leave is this: fear. They're worried about what my life was going to be like in Italy, what my life is going to be like if I move to Morocco, if I move to Chile, Colombia, if I move to Brazil. What's my life's going to be like? So they got fear, worry. You know, the word fear translates into worry or concerns. So a lot of people have so many concerns that they talk themselves out of at least trying to live in another country, at least along with trying to live in another state. Man, Andrea was watching a video the other day, and they had these dope fiends like laid out, right? I mean, you got people on the ground, you got people standing up in comas. You got dope fiends on a level unlike my era was crack. Y'all dope fiends on a whole nother level, right? And so we had to look it up, and we discovered that city we were looking at was Philadelphia. Ain't nothing but dope fiends all around. I'm like, is that the same Will Smith Philadelphia? Obsidian Ali Philadelphia? There's a couple other YouTubers that from Philadelphia, also another YouTuber, because him and Kevin Samuels were cool. Now they end up being arch enemies. I forget his name, but he's from Philadelphia too. So it's a few YouTubers from Philadelphia. And when we saw what Philly is looking like, we were like, ugh. So My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. Shout out to my man Antonio, my man Tone in the building. He said, I got one foot in the States and the other foot. Now that is monk mode. That right there is monk mode. Monk mode is actions and attitude. I'll say that again. Monk mode are your actions and your attitude prior to relocating or at least traveling on a regular basis out of the state. Monk mode is not just for if you travel one time a year. That's not monk mode. Monk mode are for those of us that either travel constantly, like the Ace Lives, the Tailor Made Dreams. Some of you guys in the channel, you travel to different places. The Austin Hollemans, you may travel to different places. But it also means for those of us who are thinking about relocating in the next few years or within a 10-year window. And so you're like, you know what? Let me go on monk mode. And I'm halfway in the United States, but I'm halfway out. I'm treating the United States for what it is, a corporation, and I'm getting my money. But yet all my fun I have is when I leave the United States. If only for a week. Then I come back, focus on monk mode, focus on getting my money. Monk mode dudes don't lie to women in the United States. I'll say this again. If you are on monk mode, you are not out there in the United States lying to women and hustling women. Monk mode means that you take your intimacy life outside the States. Why? Because you so focused on grinding and keeping your money on par, even for you dudes that got money. I'll say it again. Even for some of you brothers that got money, there are women in the States that's trying to get your money. So you go on monk mode because you ain't trying to get nobody pregnant. You ain't trying to get hustled by nobody. You ain't trying to buy no $2,000 purses. You ain't trying to buy nobody a car, at least long a tire. You ain't trying to buy nothing for nobody in the States. You ain't trying to buy her no more bottles of wine. You ain't taking her to the Cheesecake Factory or to any other restaurant. You are on monk mode even though you have money. That's what monk mode means. It doesn't just mean the guys that's grinding. Yes, that's them too. But if some of you brothers already got your money, you good. But you don't want to lose your money dealing with some of the ladies, the modern women in the States. That's monk mode too. Some of you dudes got enough money to fly to DR as much as you want and enjoy yourself and come back to the States. You ain't got to spend a dime. No arguments, no fussing, no fighting, no long eyelashes, nobody patting their weave, no bonnets, none of that. No hair wraps, none of that. Monk mode. Monk mode. I'm telling you. Monk mode to change your life. Monk mode have dudes in the gym working out, getting your body tight, getting your body right. Monk mode have you getting your spirit right. You're meditating, you're praying, you're staying focused, you at peace. Monk mode calls you to get rid of some of your knucklehead friends that's been around you for a few years. And you decide, you know what? I'm done with hanging with that crowd. See, monk mode is not just about the ladies that you hang out with. It's also about the dudes to where you like, you know what? I'm gonna go on monk mode. I ain't gonna be around them knuckleheads like I used to be. I used to go to that particular bowling alley all the time. Now I'm going to this bowling alley over here. I still like bowling, but I ain't gonna be over there with them knuckleheads. I'm good. That's monk mode too. When you start to put yourself in a mental position where you are ready to have your exodus take place. That's what monk mode is. I kid you not. And it helped me out so much. Man, goodness gracious. I remember I was on monk mode and a female in the States was like, I mean, everybody wanted her. Everybody wanted this coworker. And I was on monk mode. It was like right before I met Andrea too. And we were at an obstacle course event. You know how your company versus my company races, obstacle races. And I remember I was just talking to her and we exchanged numbers. And the reason why it was so easy for her to give me her number was I straight up told her, I said, I'm leaving here anyway. I don't want you. I said, we might hang out or something. We could be cool. I said, but you got enough coworkers that want you. I don't want you. And so since I told her I didn't want her, that made her want me. And she gave me her number, but I didn't want it. Didn't want it at all. Why? I was on monk mode. I'm getting ready to head out the country. I ain't, no, I ain't about to spend no money on none of y'all. Especially the ones that think that they all that because everybody want them. I kid you not, monk mode saved me a lot of money. Like I said, some of you dudes that got money, you'll realize some of the people that you've been dealing with in the state, they ain't even worth 2 nickels, 2 pennies being rubbed together. They ain't even worth it because they put you through so much hell, even though you got money. So shout out to you, brother. You're absolutely correct. 1 foot in the States and the other foot overseas. Shout out to my man Dave in the building once again. He said they gave Biden Demetrius shot. Shot. Then it wore off. Then confusion setting in. Yeah. I could say this. It was one of Biden's better speeches. You know, a lot of stuff wasn't, you couldn't believe it, of course, but it was one of his better speeches as far as his energy was concerned. So I give him that. Shout out to my man Emmanuel in the building. He said, really appreciate all the tax information you provided a week ago. $120,000 off the top. I'm on my way. Yes. For you guys that don't remember when we did the live stream and we just did taxes and talk about taxes for expats. In other words, those of you who plan on living outside the United States, if you live outside the United States, even your first year for 330 days of that year, for 330 days of the year, or you prove to the government that you have a job outside the United States or a company established outside the United States that you're a part of. And let's say you are in the States for 100 days. But since you're established outside the United States as far as business, like I'll give you a perfect example, Flip-Flop in DR. If Flip-Flop decided to go back to the States for 100 days, he can still get the tax break. Why? He's technically business and career established outside of the States. So if you're out of the States for 330 days, or you have a business that's established outside the States to where you're there quite often, like Flip-Flop in DR, you get $120,000 tax excursion or tax break right off the gate from your taxes. You get $120,000 tax free. Last year it was 112. The year before it was 10 because it goes up every year. The year before it was 108. The year before that was 105. And when I left, it was 10. When I first left the States, it was 102. So if you hit that 102,000 threshold, anything under is tax free. That's why you can look it up. We've looked it up before. That's why 98% of expats don't pay any federal taxes. And very few states are requiring expats to pay taxes. Like I'm from Florida, so I don't, state taxes for me anyway. And so since there's no Fed tax, the only thing I pay off into is FICA. That's it. But, Social Security. But other than that, yeah, this year it's $120,000 for expats that live outside the United States. $120,000 limit or threshold. As long as let's say for me, as an example, as long as I personally, even though the business can make more, but as long as I personally don't hit the threshold of 120,000, I get tax breaks. That doesn't include the tax breaks for your rent or your mortgage in another country, your utilities in another country, and your insurance, such as your renter's insurance and your life insurance. those areas are tax-free as well. And there's other tax breaks as well. You got the tax break for the VAT tax, VAT, which is to keep you from having double taxation. Let's say I bought this bottled water in Colombia and they tax me for it. Well, I get a tax break for that amount of taxes that I pay on this bottled water or anything else. Why? Because the United States has a treaty where they don't do double taxation with other countries. So whatever, like this camera I'm looking into, if I purchased it last year, I can, whatever taxes that I was taxed on it, I get that back as a almost like a rebate or a tax deduction, because I paid for it, I paid taxes on it, and I don't have to pay taxes on it again when I file my taxes at the end of the year. I mean, at the beginning of this year. The other thing that a lot of people don't realize when it comes to expat tax breaks, great statement. When you guys have to have your taxes completed by April 15th, I remember during the pandemic was the 18th. I've said this in the past. We automatically get a 2-month extension. Automatically, expats get a 2-month extension automatically. So our taxes aren't due technically until June 15th, where yours are due April 15th. So it's a lot of benefits that you get when it comes to being an expat. So it's not just leaving out of a country, but you know, taking advantage of some of the things that are available for you. Shout out to my brother once again in the building. Okay, yeah, it does take like licorice. The aguardiente. We're talking about the aguardiente Colombian drink. It does have a licorice taste to it. Not sweet licorice, but almost like the black licorice. But nobody likes black licorice, but it tastes. Aguardiente is probably the only time that you will have black licorice, but you'll like it. It's the craziest thing. Shout out to my man Kenny Peoples being in the building. We've got 71 people in the building. Click that like button. I like you. Make sure that you like us too. I'm about to upload this video in a moment for us to watch. Remember, I said the first thing is the ladies in the church. They're getting the bodies done for you guys. Shout out to Stefano for those guys that are interested in doing consultations. I've got one tomorrow morning. Actually tomorrow afternoon. If you guys are interested in consultations in regards to vacationing in South America, especially Colombia, relocating, as well as your retirement. You see, I was just talking about taxes. So as well as your retirement, make sure that you guys reach out to me. You guys have been noticing my voice has been going in and out doing the live stream. I've got the surgery coming up mid-April. So your girl Andrea will be doing the live streams at that time period while my voice gets back together. But as for now, yeah, got your boy's voice. He said, I see you got yeah, I got rid of the eye tracker. I took care of that. Shout out to you. Timothy in the building. He says, Andre, how was the union between you and it was, dude, man. Me and Austin are already cool because we were already cool as far as YouTubers before he came to Cali. But Austin is way smarter than I. You know, you think he's just a travel dude, a young man having fun. No, man, dude, this dude is like extremely smart. Me and him sat down, just all we did, because we were flying out the next day. All Austin and I did was sit back and talk about YouTube. And I swear, after my 5 years, he made me feel like I was not the smartest person in the room. I kid you not. He showed me so many things, man, that I was like, what? Oh, let me get that. Let me find out about that. There's so much information. Shout out to Austin Holloman and all the things that he's doing while he's here in Cali, and then he's going to head out in a few days. But shout out to him, man. Yeah, I had a great time. And of course, I took him out for some drinks, out to dinner. We both had giant pieces of giant pieces of catfish. So Colombian catfish. So it was big. And I'm looking at Austin like, I know this little dude's not gonna, as far as Austin's not a big dude. I'm like, I know he's not gonna eat all that catfish. And he devoured it like I did. So shout out to him. Oh, I got it right. Yep. Kofa. Yeah, I got it right. Rhymes with sofa. Shout out to you, brother. And guys, make sure you support us by way of Patreon. I got some things coming down the turnpike over the next couple of weeks that I'm going to be working on to really take Patreon to the next level. So shout out to you guys that are already a part of Patreon, and shout out to you guys that are joining Patreon tonight. Shout out to you guys. I think I got everybody. Shout out to Frank being in the building. Frank Ellis of the Ellis family. It's simply just vote the GOP out. Yeah, we'll see. Vote the GOP out, and then you got it's a cross between the Dems and the GOP. So, yeah, like I say, it's like we got two gangs, the red and the blue, and I'm talking about the Democrats and Republicans. They just don't want to work together. Shout out to you, brother. Oh yeah, I appreciate you too. And Ultimate Water, I appreciate you also for the $10 super chat. He says, this is from my BTC profits. Oh, get that money, brother. Get that money. Oh yeah, I got to give another brother a shout out. He sent me a super chat this morning. Shout out to that brother. Let me give a shout out to my man Rod C. Sent your boy $5, man. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to my man Rod. I really did. It's the little things, man. It's the little things. Shout out to my man Victory, Mr. Moderator himself, for being here tonight. Them Ohio players. I'm about to change the music over, guys. I think I got everybody. Oh, Cygnus in the building. Shout out to you, brother. He said Western women will always lie to each other about other to whittle down the competition. Yeah. And they'll always lie to men to keep men from not understanding their own self-worth and put up with their behavior. Yes, we often do that as men, don't we? We let women, ever since our teenage years, dictate our self-worth. Whether they don't accept our, hey girl, what's your name? Let me get your number. Nah. And then you feel kind of bad about yourself as a man. Like, did I say something wrong? And so a lot of times women will do things, sometimes purposely, to hurt your feelings, to make you feel like you less of a man. And that's where you got to sit back and stay strong in who you are, and not let a woman dictate how you feel about yourself. Absolutely correct. I think they lie to us because they get so much practice in lying to each other. Shout out to you, Timothy, once again. He said, I only listen to the Pastor Gino Jennings. That sounds like a familiar name, man. I wish I had a pen around. I'll look that up. Basketball Gods podcast. Shout out to you, brother. Basketball Gods, if you have a live stream or a YouTube show, make sure you drop the link in the live streams tonight so we can subscribe to your channel. We got 63 people in the building. Click that like button. We like you. Make sure you like us too. Yeah, RIP to, let me see who the RIP was for. Alan. Who's Alan? Let me know who Alan is that we're doing the RIP for. You guys know I don't know what's going on in the States. Oh, Alan Roger Curry. Wow. RIP. Wow. Oof. People are passing on, man. Make you appreciate life. He said, Zeta, shout out to Zeta once again. He says, your videos are reaching other guys. One of my acquaintances watched one of your videos with the daily wrap-up crew. I remember that. Now wants to experience the travel lifestyle. That's what's up. Now he wants to visit Colombia so bad. He'll love it here. I was actually, Andrea, yesterday, we were in a taxi and we were riding around Bogota. Like I said, Bogota is larger than Chicago. And I'm going to tell y'all, in many areas, I got to say it's way more modern than Chicago. If you've ever been to Bogota, you will really look around and say, ooh, Chicago, you got some competition. It is really modern here. I mean, there's some areas that are traditional, older areas, but I kid you not. Now, I'm very impressed with how there are skyscrapers and high-rise buildings. Yeah, they doing it. The buildings aren't as tall as Chicago, but they up there. And so I'm talking about Bogota, right? Modern city that is number 20th largest in the world, right? But when you watch the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the one with the old one with Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, the movie opens up in Bogota, and it's all in the jungle, and it's all guys in black uniforms as police officers and military, and it's all sweaty, like Tijuana. And you're like, that's not Bogota at all. That scene is nothing like Bogota. Why did I just mention that? Because until Zeta's friend comes here to Colombia, he really won't realize how much he can enjoy the country here and how modern and how beautiful it is here in this country. So shout out to your boy. Tell him I said, come on down. And Tevin King in the building once again with the $20. Shout out to you, brother. He said, Andre, have you seen the video that is going viral with the doctor said the untold secret about BBLs and why it's, I didn't know. I heard, bruh. I haven't heard about that experience here in Colombia with women getting surgeries and having a stench. But I've been hearing a lot about that with women in the States getting surgery and giving off a smell. I mean, and the guys that are saying it, they're sincere. They're not trying to hurt anybody's feelings or try to put anybody down. But they're like, listen, I'm telling you, I'm not imagining this. And so several guys are coming out talking about it. No, I haven't seen that video. If any of you guys have the link to that video, we can watch it today. So if y'all drop the link, we can check it out. But yeah, I've seen a few videos pop up over the last couple of weeks about guys talking about that. Wow. He said, I thought Andre was going to stay San Francisco, or was going to say San Francisco or Seattle. Shadow Man David in the building. Apologies for the lateness, family. Shout out to you being here right on cue. Monk Mode said, Monk Mode down to my socks. That's how I was, man. I kid you not. It made my transition out of the States easier because I had no emotional connections per se to some female. I didn't have too deep emotional connections to my dudes. They knew I was leaving, so they were cool with that. My family was cool with it. So the only person that could have probably distracted me from moving outside the United States could have been, and I'm just putting it out there, it could have been a female if I had put myself in a position to do that. That's the beauty of Monk Mode. You don't put yourself in a position to where you get so attached to somebody in the States. Now you feeling like, oh man, I really want to leave, but I really like this chick right here. Well, when you're on Monk Mode, you don't have that problem. When it's time for you to leave, you gone. That's what made it so easy for me. Shout out to my man Growth Growth Talk once again. He said, my new saying has become, I don't even live here no more. Dude, I was vacationing in the United States when I was living in the United States. That's how much on monk mode, and my mind was so ready. Like my brother said, halfway in the United States, halfway overseas. That's how I was, just like you, Growth. United States was a place where I made my money, and it was my vacation. I had my vacation mindset, but overseas, that's when I felt more like home. Crazy, but it's true. He said mentally, he said, I'm checked out. And I got snipped. Yep. Snipped that umbilical cord. We talked about that a while back. He said, no ops babies. You're keeping me here 5-6 more years. I ain't mad at you, brother. Take your time. And that's exactly how it is. When you're on monk mode, you're never in a rush to have to leave. See, when you're a vacationer, you're on a rush to get to your next vacation. We all are like that. But when you're on monk mode, you realize it may take me 3, 4, 5, 10 years to officially move outside the United States. Nothing wrong with that. The key part is, don't, like he said, don't be having no extra kids in the time period when you get ready to leave. You know, wrap it up, snip it up, whatever you got to do. But at the end of the day, man, I'm telling you, it's going to be so worth it because you're going to be so proud of yourself once you finally say, I'm officially outside the United States and I only go back to visit family and friends. That's when you know that all your hard work was well worth it. And then you'll be reading the news about what everybody else is dealing with back in the States as far as high prices. Shout out to my man Dave Dice once again. He said, what's going on, brother? Let's get ready to get started with the video. We got the shout outs here. Let me turn this music down. I'm actually going to change the music for us. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah. We're going to keep it smooth tonight. Let me turn that out a little bit because we're going to be listening to Brother Kevin. So I'll put that right around 9. Okay. So let's pull this video up. The first video is about the sister talking about the BBLs. The ladies trying to lure y'all back into the church. They trying to lure y'all back into the church. Give me a second. Let me pull this file, this form up. This video. There we go. Okay, let's see what's going on. Thank you for your patience, guys. Trying to get this. Okay, I see it right there. See the video right there. Okay, I see that. There we go.
Say that they want a natural woman, a woman who's.
All right, let me stop that right there. Okay, so this is going to tell us about the sisters going to the church, bringing the BBLs back to the Lord, to try to lure you men back into the church. Will it work? Yeah, I turned that off. I turned off the 30-minute auto timer. Shout out to you, Westside Ninja. Yeah, I turned it off. All right, let's get ready to watch the video, guys.
Natural, who doesn't have any body enhancements. I've never heard a man say this, but what I'm going to also assume that men mean by that is yes, the physical body they want to be natural, but more so they don't want the attitude, the potential attitude that can come when a woman has her body done. Because again, often, not in every case, but if you're getting your body done, in most cases, you're not doing that to be invisible. You're doing that to be seen. And even with this pastor, she, the way she positions her camera when she takes pictures, she had making sure she shows, her full body. Even looking at the types of clothes she wears, very form-fitting. And again, I think from a man's standpoint, obviously I, can't speak for men, but sometimes that attitude, you can say it's confidence, but there's a thin line between confidence and arrogance, and at what point does sort of taking pictures and having to show off your entire body every single time, at what point does that become maybe a little conceited?
One thing, men, you don't need to do is get impressed by witchcraft. I told you that. I am the guy that's been putting out in the lexicon about witchcraft, okay? Other content, you hear about it talking about witchcraft, you know where it comes from. From the witchcraft of the makeup, from the witchcraft of the plastic surgery, because they using it as witchcraft, because that's not how they doggone look. Because you have a baby with that woman and your baby come out here looking completely different and like, why my kid look like that? I'm looking at you and I'm looking at myself, and you didn't even know she had plastic surgery.
Let's stop right there for a split second. My brother said, shout out to him. He said, you have a baby by this woman, you thinking that she naturally looks like that. You find out that she had surgery and she was ugly all along. She got ugly DNA and she just gave it to your baby. The ugly woman DNA. You wondering, why is your baby looking like that? But that's how she naturally looked at birth. So, and the sister is right. For a lot of women, when they get surgeries, they get the big head. They get it for the visual ego. They get it for, look at me, look at my body, look at my eyes, look at my new nose, whatever it may be. And so you're right. You see it down here. You see it in the States. People get surgery and they change. They were cool 1 minute, next minute they change. They're a completely different person. So it depends on the person, of course, but this sister is absolutely correct. And now she's talking about how there are sisters in church that are like this, that are getting the BBLs and are like, okay, come back home, brothers, come back to the church. You got the pastor's wife, she getting it done. And then you know how y'all do it in the States. Here at least they try to make it look natural. In the States, man, y'all ain't going to church, y'all going to the zoo. That's how crazy it looks. But let's get back to the video.
Cases you are going to show it off because you went and you paid your money, you risked your life, again, a lot is at stake. So why wouldn't you show it off? And so that is what we're dealing with. The nuance, if it is true, it's alleged, but if it is true that she got a BBL, and then we have to sort of examine, well, for what? Like, why would, I believe she's single or she's not married. So as a single woman, to go and, enhance your butt, snatching your waist. And this is not a video to come.
Now, the person that she's talking about is a female pastor, a church pastor. So just in case you guys wonder, who is she talking about? There's a famous church pastor that got her body done. And now dudes can't even hear what she's talking about in regards to Jesus because they're looking at them curves.
Down on her, but it's more to examine the dynamic, because this is, again, something that's going on in the Black church where there are women getting BBLs. And the question becomes, why? Because in most cases, a BBL is not going to lead to more modesty and humility. It could potentially lead to more vanity for some people, not for all people. It could lead to more vanity. And so if the outcome of the BBL is leading to something that is not God's intention, or something that is of God, then why are we pursuing these things? Now, of course, the answer is, well, people want to look good. People want to look good, and they want to be, even in the church, they want to be regarded as being beautiful and being sexy. But the question becomes, is the church a place for sexy. And to take it a step further, beyond the church.
Before she takes it a step further, I want to hear what you guys have to say in the comment section. Is the church the place for sexy? That's a thin line, because if back in the day, if you're looking for a woman that was in church, you wanted somebody that you were attracted to, right? So she had to have some type of sex appeal or sexiness about her to catch your eye, because at the end of the day, you're still a man, a visual creature, whether you're in church or out of church. So there has to be some type of sex appeal. But at the same time, does it need to be ratchet in the church? Females built like strippers. But hey, I remember it was a day when the church ladies used to shun the stripper girls. Now they want to be built like the stripper girls. Remember those days where, look at her. Look at sister so-and-so. It don't take all that. She need to pull her dress down. She need to wear a sheet. There is no way her behind should be showing like that. They used to shun them. Now they trying to look like the retired, reformed stripper girl. So it's kind of funny how that dynamic works, in regards to, you want a man that's going to be a man to be attracted to you. So they have to have some type of sex appeal about them if they want to get a man that's in church. And the other thing, women know competition is deep. It ain't that many brothers in the church as it is. More men want to get married than women. So since women know that, they trying to go an extra mile to get the man that they want. Let me hit these super chats real quick before we go to the next part of the video. Finish that off. My man Gross says, he said, my hashtag is hashtag 7P equals peace. Yes, sir. Paper. He said, peace, paper, plan, passport, plane, paradise. Then, well, that pussy. He said, takes some of you, hey, Growth, be ready for that to be stolen by some guys in the chat for some of our fellow brethren in the chat. That was a good one. He said, take it and run with it, gents. Yep, be ready for that to come up missing. Shout out to my man Timothy in the building with the $2. He said, Andre may be glad. Andre may be glad that you can't talk for a few days. Yeah, once I get the surgery, we've already talked about that. She will be glad that Andre will not be talking. So yeah, I concur with that one. We've already had that discussion about 5 days of quietness, tranquility in the house. He said, church isn't the place to be sexy. I can agree with that. But like I said, I agree some form of, modest sex appeal. But, going to church and you got a mini skirt on, man, you got a freakum dress on, and no, that's not going to work. So I'm with you on that one, Charles. Shout out to Law Dog in the building. Shout out to you being here. He said, what's up, everybody? Long time no see. Glad that you're here, brethren. Glad that you're here. Oh, yeah. Let's see. And Tevin says this, shout out to you with the $10 super chat. And he says, this reminds me of that Chinese man who filed a lawsuit against his wife for giving birth to a quote. No. Oh man, you gotta look that one up and drop the link for that one. I gotta read that article. The husband not won the lawsuit, but also found not only won the lawsuit, but also found out that his wife had surgery on herself. Oh man, I got it. Yeah, that's a good one. I gotta look that one up. And my man Zeta says, before we get back to the video, he said all these chicks getting BBLs looking like these brat dolls. He say from back in the days, they all look the same. See, I haven't been in the States since the BBL craze has taken off. Remember when I left, it was just, you go to Dr. Miami, the female get the surgery, and it was like a Florida thing, Atlanta thing a little bit, but it wasn't even major. And since I left, I've been hearing that it's exploded. And I'm looking at some of the videos of some of the most zoomorphic animalistic body shapes I've ever seen. Some of the scariest body shapes I've ever seen. So I couldn't imagine what it's like to go into your local Walmart or Target and see what you guys see. It's got to be a show. It's got to be a show. Shout out to you. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, I got David. I got everybody. Let's get back to the video, guys.
Church, if you are a leader in the church, should you present yourself in a sexy way anywhere?
All right, we're going to stop right there for a second. And because the next video that we're going to watch is our brother Kevin Samuels in regards to why women lie to themselves and why are men still lying to women in 2024. So we're going to hear what Kevin has to say about this. But what the sister is saying, if you're the church leader, it depends, because have you guys seen on Instagram that one sister that's she's a Christian like speaker, but she's African, but her body is crazy and she knows it and she doesn't hide it. She knows she has those natural African curves, but she's like, and the Lord loves you, and she'll have the flyest outfits on, but body tight outfits, even though they look respectful, but at the same time, it's where her body shape is like, girl, ain't nobody trying to hear what you said. I'm here for the video. I'm turning the volume off. I'm here for the body shape. That could be problematic if you're in the church like that. You're the first lady, or if you're the female pastor in the church. Those type of headaches. We got 66 people in the building. Click that like button. We like you. Make sure that you like us too. Yeah, he said, yeah, and they damn near everywhere. Yeah, man. Yeah, he said Kim Kardashian was naturally beautiful, but every woman cannot mimic something they weren't born with. Yeah, that's true. And that's what that is. They'll see another woman's beauty or another woman's built, and they're trying to kind of like imitate what that is. And in some cases, the surgery looks good. In some cases, the surgery, from what I hear, what you guys are saying in the States, those surgeries look really bad. But let's get ready to listen to my man Kevin. Hear what he has to say.
Why does this subject come up every 3 months or so? Why do you have women who are dating coaches and run platforms and all this other kind of stuff? Why do you have this subject come up?
Thanks, Kevin.
Every 3 months? Why? Where are all the good men at? Why are all the good men at? And I'll tell you why the subject keeps coming up. Because they still are trying to tell women that it's not their fault. That's what it comes. Baby boomers have passed the mantle on to Generation X. You got Generation X women still trying to tell other Generation X women and younger women that the reason you are unmarried, that you are not finding success in long-term relationships with men of value, is not your fault. That's what they keep trying to tell you. All right, well, let's move black men out of it. Why can't you find any man? And then you start hearing this BS about, well, black women are the most racially loyal and this and that. That's crap. No. I have a question to all the women who keep pumping this stuff, and I find it disturbing that so many of these women claim to care about women's outcomes. Well, if you care about women's outcomes, when are you going to stop lying to them? When are you going to stop lying and stop saying that the problem is not that there are not enough fish? The problem is you're not the right bait. The problem is you focused on your career. You focused on your career. You focused on dealing with the wrong dudes, the wrong guys in your youth. You did not prioritize marriage in your youth because you wanted to live a different kind of life. You wanted to eat sushi and travel and this and that. And cool, you wanted to do all that. And then you wanted to turn around at 30 years old or at 35 years old with your frozen ass eggs and everything else. And you wanted to turn to the market and you wanted to pick an investment banker. You wanted an investment banker to be there, still pining for you like he did back in college when you were the shit. You wanted to date whoever you dated, do whatever you did, and then you wanted to turn her back around to the market on your terms, on your time frame, and get the kind of man you thought you deserved, and then have that man get on your program.
And that's one of the lies that women tell themselves. We can go back to the video, but that is one of the lies that women tell themselves, that they got time. It's okay. I'm beautiful. I'm sexy. I'm young. I got time. To where women don't have time, men do. Women don't have time because of the biological clock of having children and their body, changing as they get older. So they don't have time like they think, but they will lie to each other and say, girl, you got time. You don't need him. You can find another one. And so they continue to live this life like Kevin often says, on this carousel going around and around, or the merry-go-round of different dudes, different men, giving their body to different individuals that don't give a dang about them. Take it from me, I was one of them. And so time goes by, and now they're 36, 37 years old. And here's the problem. The worst ones are the ones that are 36, 37 years old, but still looks 26, 27. Those are the ones that really lie to each other. They will sit back, look in the mirror and say, because I look so young, I still got a chance. No, baby girl, you still look young, but if a dude want to have a family at 37, it's going to be hard for you to kick out 2 kids for this man that's got money. Because if you look that good at 37, of course a dude with some money going to come after you. But since you can't give him any kids, he going to come after you for what you can give him. And that's that sex. And that's the lie that they keep telling themselves. He said women will blame men to avoid telling and accepting the truth every time. He said keep other women in bondage and blame men. My brother says, he said, I still find it so sad that this brother's gone. Brother, I won't even lie. Myra, I won't even lie that I'm still at that stage as if Kevin passed on yesterday. As if Kevin just passed on yesterday. I'm still in shock. Still in shock. And I think because he has such an impact on many of us when he was here, male and female. But I think what makes Kevin still be around, not just us because Kevin's gone and now the passport bro community blew up. Dudes was like, oh, so y'all gonna act a fool, ladies? Okay, don't even worry about it. We are not gonna give y'all another Kevin that's gonna look out for y'all and answer y'all questions. We out. Dennis Sperling ain't answering questions. Zuna Thailand is not answering questions. Lead attorney, he ain't answering no questions like Kevin did. I dang sure ain't answering none. I'd have told Kevin get his passport early and left. If it were me, it was Kevin Sanders would have been broadcasting live from Brazil every day. But I kid you not, I'm just like you guys, still in shock. Shout out to my man G-Rod in the building. He said all these women already have children. That's true too. And my man Donnie's in the building. Shout out to you. Danny says Andre's the GOAT of this community. You know what? I try my best to, thank you for the compliment, brother. I try my best to stay humble, stay down to earth. One of the things that helped me and Andrea out is just being everyday people. Me, I'm just an everyday dude. I don't try to come on YouTube like, yeah, I'm that guy. No, I'm just like y'all. And since y'all see that, you're like, wait a minute. If this regular ass dude named Andre can do it coming out of prisons, going through divorces, going through ups and downs that every other man goes through. And if that dude can make it and live in another country and live a happy life, man, I know I can do it. He's just a regular everyday dude. That's why I tell my story. Here's the funny part. You got YouTubers over the last few years that will take my story and do YouTube videos against me now. Like over the last couple of years, like there are YouTube videos like Andrea of Love Crossing Borders, the man that was in prison. Andrea of Love Crossing Borders, the man that doesn't know Spanish. Andrea of Love Crossing Borders, did he really meet his wife in the mall? You know, it's those type of videos that are out there. I never tell you guys about it, but those type of videos that are out there, and they don't move me, as you can tell. But the more you get well known on YouTube, the more people try to use your name to build their brand. But the reason why I tell my stories, and I'm not afraid to tell it, and I don't worry if somebody uses my story and try to use it against me, is because I want you average everyday dudes like me to know you got great things coming down the turnpike for you as well. Yeah, salute to Andre for having KS on starting the podcast. Oh yeah, I had to have that one on a regular. He said, I understand. He said, I understand what you mean. He said, their windows of opportunity close, and they have their chance. And that's the part. The few women that still look good when they're in their 30s have a bad habit of thinking, well, I could still get the top-notch dude I got in my 20s. And they don't realize, when was the last time you saw somebody in their late 30s getting flown out to Dubai? They ain't flying women out over 35 to Dubai, okay? That's just not happening. You ain't gonna get a dude to fly a woman out that's 35 years old. They ain't gonna fly her to Seattle. Least Long talk about flying her to another country because she looks so good. No, it's just not gonna happen. We're gonna get back to the video after this comment. He says, with Kevin Samuels passing, the floodgates of passports open these ladies in the States, opened Pandora's box, and that box is not closing at all. That is so true. I mean, everything that he said about winter is coming, about how ladies, several videos, I just listened to one this morning, several videos he was saying, economically, you need a man. It's hard to do this by yourself. If anything happens to you ladies, he said to the lady today, he said, you're a 37-year-old waitress. Yes, you're attractive, but you're still 37 and you're still a waitress. He said, if you twist the ankle, you're out for 6 weeks. Where's your money going to come from? Who's going to take care of you? Who's going to help you, hobble around the house? Who's going to prepare the meals if you don't have a man in your life? If anything happens to you. And so it's those little things that women haven't caught on to. And so since Kevin left, they think they won a victory, and now they're realizing that you haven't. And now they're lonely, more lonely than ever, on more drugs and alcohol than ever. They're passing their bodies around to anybody. It used to be at least they were just 304s among us brothers, right? Now they bragging about being 304s among zaddies. I got me a white zaddy, and so anybody can hit it now. That's what you're saying, sister, son. Just about anybody can smash. That's all you're saying to us. You know, it's crazy, man. Let's get back to Kevin.
Disney can't make this stuff up. I'm tired of you women still lying to these ladies, and you're a bunch of liars because you know better. I've listened to a lot of these women I've talked to these women. And it's funny, we can sit down and talk one-on-one, and then I can listen to how the more women talk to women, the more they're starting to recognize the market is diluted. Women are deluded, but the bottom line is they will not tell women the truth. Why? Because if they tell women the truth, they won't have a business anymore. Why? I find it interesting. So many women say that women need to stop going over there and listening to Kevin Samuels. No, you need to stop listening to these old chicks. These old women ain't got nothing for you. And I'll tell you, and I'll prove it to you. What men of value are following them? All they got over there is more women listening to other women, high five women. The men you got over there are guys co-signing. Yeah, you're right. That's right. But then these very men that are co-signing this stuff aren't the men that you want to get with. Why is this important? Because until you start getting some truth and start realizing the problem ain't the men, the problem is not the men, the problem is you. The problem is you. The problem is you. The problem is you. Where do you plan on it being? But you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring some people in from Instagram because I want to talk to some ladies over on Instagram. And I want to see if we can do this. I want to know why so many women seem to believe that the problem is not them. The problem is the men. Why do you ladies believe that the problem is not you? It's with the fish. Hold on. Grab something real quick.
Kevin was at home with the hard bottoms on too. That's the other thing. Kevin was suited and booted. Suited and booted. Shout out to Kevin. I think I'm gonna have to get a second floating stick.
You know, there was a time I used to think that some of this stuff was just, some of this stuff was just not knowing. I thought, well, maybe they just saying this stuff because they don't know the facts. They don't know. But now you've had over a year of men's channels, men's content talking about the reality. You've had over a year of women talking to the market. But when it comes right down to it, where the rubber meets the road, why are you still lying to women? That's right. I'm calling y'all liars at this point. But prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove the fact that the American Institute, Enterprise Institute, Black Men Making It in America study showing that black men are doing just fine. Because that's the problem. They got to keep making it your fault, gentlemen. Because if the problem is not the men, then the problem is the women. And then they got to realize that, what are you going to do as a woman? What are you going to do as a woman who's in her 30s, who the last time you really worked out seriously was in high school? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? And they know that there's nothing that they can do. It's like, well, shit. Your biggest problem is, are you even fit? Are you in shape? If I put you in the room with these kind of men you say you want, if I put you in the room with the kind of men you say you want, are you fit for these guys? Why you got women who are losing at the things they want in life, and they, instead of just saying, you know what, maybe there's something I can learn. The first thing these hyenas want to do is act a fool. That's the first thing they want to do is act a fool. Why? Because it's how you were raised. You were raised to be a pit bull. Nobody wants to get with a pit bull chick. Why do you want to be a pit bull? Now don't go running. And of course you coming up with what you gonna talk shit? If you're gonna talk shit, be prepared to stand on it. Don't run. Don't run. Now we got you there. See, I want you to understand, you cannot have F students talking shit.
Hey, Kevin had the best one-liners. You cannot be an F student talking shit. that is so true. The other thing that he said is, ladies are complaining about men, but they aren't taking care of their health. One of the signs of a woman being able to say that I can love her, she can love her man is, or care about her man's health, is the fact that she takes care of her health. I remember I had a friend and she was just friends, and she wasn't big, but she wasn't small. So that's one of the reasons why we were just cool. And so she invited me to her house one day to, I had just moved to Cleveland. She was like, "You're not doing anything, just come on through." And it was the holiday. So I said, "Okay, cool, I'll shoot on through." And so met her little sister, met her mom and her dad. And the first thing came to my mind was, I see where she gets it from. Because it was like going into, the Nutty Professor's house, where the mom, the dad, the brothers, everybody else's kids are just all big people. And it's like, if the woman can't showcase care for her own health, she will not showcase care for your health. That's one of the reasons why men are attracted to women that aren't as large. And I know some guys out there, you like your large ladies. I ain't mad at you, but I'm just saying, us average dudes, nah, bro, we can't do it. We can't do it. I can't have nobody over there snoring louder than me. No, I can't have nobody fart stink worse than mine. Nah. I don't need nobody that had to take 2 or 3 showers more than I do, because she got underarm and under breast funk. I can't do that. I can't do it, bruh. I can't be with a woman so big, her toes are bigger than my toes. Can't be done. It just cannot be done. Her nose bigger than my nose. She got extra meat on the back of her neck. No, I can't do that, bruh. It just won't be happening. Some of you dudes, I got partners like that. There's some chubby chasers. You got chubby chaser clubs, nightclubs, pool parties, cabarets, beach parties, and cruises. So somebody's out there. Some of you dudes that's in the chat, y'all out there chasing them chubbies. Don't be acting like I'm saying something that's obscene. I done seen y'all at the beach party, at the pool party with the big girls. Ain't nothing wrong with it, brother. I'm saying ain't nothing wrong with it. Anytime you got to open your arms all the way to hug your woman, ain't nothing wrong with it. She got more meat on the back of her neck than you do. Understand. You like a woman with 3 chins, nothing wrong with that. See what I'm saying? She got giant earlobes, all that, man. Earlobes got fat. Like anytime you got earlobes that got fat, come on now. Hey, just because I ain't hating, just because you like women that look like they're gonna have gout in the future, nothing wrong with it. That's what you like. But as for the rest of us, no, man, no. And we all know we got that one partner in our crew that's a chubby chaser, and you can't talk him out of it. I got a partner, man. You would swear, because he doesn't look like a chubby chaser type at all, and that is all he deal with. He got his heart broke. He told me, he said, "Dre, I got my heart broke by a pretty slim goodie one time right after high school." He said, "And I've never been with a pretty slim goodie again." He said, "Give me a big girl. They won't break my heart." And he ain't lied. Every time I saw him, he was with a big girl, looking like refrigerators. So, hey, shout out to that brother, man. That's my dude. That's my dude. I kid you not. Still my dude. Yeah, hey. 3 chins. 3 chins is a must. For some dudes, 3 chins is a must. That 2 chin, she ain't in. 1 chin, she can't even come to the party. It's a dude. It's a Instagram video of a brother, man. He's I think he's in Africa. That's what it is. He's in Africa, and he's a slim dude, and he has 2 women that are like his wives, and all he does is make money to feed them. And he literally stuffs these women. He watches them eat to put on weight, and he gets offended like, you guys got 2 more chickens to finish. I know y'all just ate 3 chickens. Finish off these last 2 chickens. And he pays all the bills, and the lady said they asked him during the interview, why do you accept this? And the lady said, because he takes care of us, he shows affection, he shows love, and all we got to do is be big. It's dudes out there like that. As long as she shows affection and love, you will keep on taking her to get her favorite Hershey dessert, Couldn't be me. but to each his own. Shout out to Mike T in the building. He said they in the gym wearing the same thing that the fit chicks wearing. That'd be the funny. There should be a spandex rule. You be seeing the nicey-niceys that be in the gym or got they were born with curves and they have the spandex on. You be like, okay, I see what you're working with. And then here come big girl thinking she could pull off the same thing. And you be like, no, man. But big girl looking sexy for somebody, because these big girls having these babies, ain't they? So somebody putting these babies up in these big girls. Yeah, Darth, it's the craziest thing. Mike ain't lying. He is not lying. It's the craziest thing. You be like, are you serious? Shout out to my man Tevin. Tevin said, this reminds me of the Chinese man who fought. Oh yeah, hey Mike, Tevin, I pulled up the video. So right after we watched this video, I got the Chinese man that sued his wife for having an ugly baby. I kid you not. Tevin didn't lie. I got the video. I got the receipt right now. Asian man sues his wife for having an ugly baby. Oh my goodness. Shout out to my man Ro in the building for the $4.99 super sticker for the love of the game. For the love of the game. Oh, that's funny. Okay, here we go. Let's yeah, I got the receipt. He ain't lie. He did not lie. Shout out to my man Tevin. Beer's word in the building. Shout out to you, brother. He said if the African guy come to the States, he could have 10 wives. That big. Yep, I think I watched the video. It was either yesterday or either today. It was on Instagram, and it was an interview. Like the news were interviewing them, and he was just so proud of his 2 big wives. And he was a slim dude. He was a really skinny dude. I'm like, oh, okay. Bro want to go in the building. He says, crazy, but at the end of the day, they still cooperative. That's true. Shout out to you guys being here. 83 people in the building. Click that like button. Let's get back to brother Kevin Samuels. And as he's saying, women, yeah, big husky women. Men, don't let these women convince you into lying to them. And women, they got to stop lying to each other.
Be honest. You cannot have F's. And think about it. Pit bulls, bad chicks, boss bitches. It's the energy. Why don't you want to ask the question, what are you doing wrong? Because funny thing is, you got, these pit bull broads. Come on, pit bull chick. Come on, pit bull chick. That's you, right? That's it, right? Come on, pit bull chick. You got these pit bull chicks that the first thing they want to do is fire off some sort of insult, but why you got your ass over here? Who left the gate open? Who left the gate open? Why are you roaming around the neighborhood talking shit? Because instead of just saying, you know what, maybe I can learn something. Nope, the first thing you got to do is say something. So I understand it. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this back on in just a second because it's not connecting over here. And I want to, Pitbull broads, man, and this thing, and here's the thing, I don't get mad at them as much as I feel sorry for them, because instead of just saying, you know what, I may not like what he's saying or how he's saying it, but the bottom line is I can go look up the facts myself. I can go look up the stats myself. And I can look and say, in my life, I don't have a man that I value or men that I value seriously considering me or vetting me to be a wife or anything like that. And I feel some kind of way about it. Instead of acknowledging that, the first thing you want to do is fight. The itchy and scratchy show. I'll tell you, if these pit bull hyena bros, these hyena pit bulls could not fight. If they could not fight, what would they do? What would they do? See? Hey, chick, don't talk. Bring your ass on here or you get blocked. That's what I say. That's what I say. Come on right on down to it. Come on. Come on, Pitbull Hyena. Come on. You're just trying to make a bag. See, it's the same thing. Shame, insults, guilt, the need to be right. What you can always do to count on the pit bull hyena is to open her big damn mouth. She's always going to be where you are, where the action is, and she's always going to. No. She won't come. And the thing is, she knows that. Well, see, you just trying to do this. You trying to do that. You trying to make a bag. What you trying to do? What you trying to do? I'm just trying to get a steak. All right. So I'll bring that back in a minute. All right. That didn't come on. All right. The Instagram thing. The overall issue is this. I need people to understand one thing, especially the ladies, whether you like it or not. The amount of anger you have is not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not the men's fault. It's not the market's fault. It's not my fault why you're so angry. It's not. And this is one of the reasons I do my focus groups, is to separate the pit bull hyenas, the ones that always got something to say, and what they're really doing is their response is based in fear. And they're angry because they're looking at the reality. It's like, damn, I don't like the fact that the things he's saying are bearing some kind of truth to it. And ladies, I'm telling you, you would do better to start identifying these women. See, the ones that talk loud and aggressive are easy for you to identify. But the ones that speak nicely and tell you what you want to hear, you need to ask yourself one question. Beyonce, and I got nothing against Beyonce, but you got to remember when she was making this song, all the single ladies, she was going home to her husband. Beyonce's persona, her image, and the way she's chosen to live her relational life are 180 degrees opposite. Because she values relationship. And you have many women who you got to ask them, do you want to switch places with me? You're telling me shit that I want to hear, but do you want to be out here with her? A lot of women are just telling y'all stuff to keep y'all feeling good, but then they go on about their business. Let's try that again. What is that? Oh my God, the accessory is going in and out. Okay.
Before we go any further, he's 100% correct. I know female friends that I've had that will tell their other female friends, girl, you don't need him. You can do better, so forth and so forth. But at the same time, they go home to their man or will be laying right next to. How many of you guys have been laying next to your girl while she's telling one of her girlfriends on the phone, oh, I can't believe this happened to you. I can't believe, you know what? You are a queen. You deserve much better than him. While she right next to you, she cuddled up, booed up, but she telling another woman, you can do better. You need to be single. Leave your man. That's what Kevin's trying to say, that these are some of the lies that women often say to themselves. Coma State, you stupid EMB. Shout out to my man with the 499 row says, if she ain't 280, she ain't a lady. If she doesn't speak deep, she ain't for me. If she doesn't have sleep apnea, it ain't happening for you. For real. See, we joking right now. It's 85 people here, 90 people here. Oh, I know out of 90 dudes, some of y'all chubby chasing for real. Some of y'all you might be doing it late at night, late night creeping. And some of y'all be in the mall walking proud. Y'all be in the mall walking proud, holding the hand. Anytime your woman's hand is bigger than yours and you walking through the mall proud, her hand is full, fat. You got this little hand and you holding her hand, her grip tighter than yours. And wish you would look at another woman. Looking like she done had 3 kids and ain't none of them yours. Fellas, come on. We got to do better than this. We got to do better than this. You know what used to get me about Kevin's show also? Of the thousands of women that called into his show every year, he never asked those women to call in. He never paid them. He never gave them some type of gift. Nothing. These women were so adamant about proving a point and proving that they're right, that these women in the thousands would call this man's show every year. That's the part that blew me away, that nobody else could have pulled that off but Kevin. None of us could have pulled that off. Women are not going to come listen to what Andre got to say. That is not about to happen. Unless I come with some humor or if I'm just talking about 100% travel. But when it comes to dating advice, they ain't trying to hear what I got to say. Kevin did something that was extremely rare. He was able to get women to just call in to prove a point. He said you have to vet women anywhere, not just the U.S., kid. He is so right. So right. If you don't think that there's women that got moods and attitudes in other countries, one of the lies that men need to stop telling each other when it comes to travel is that I'm going to another country for traditional women. Bruh, not every woman in every country is traditional. You got some women that are Miss Boss, I'm Miss Boss this, Miss Boss that. You got some women that are moody with attitudes. You got some great women. So no matter where you go in the world, you do have to vet the type of woman that you're going to be with. He said, Italian for how you are. Italian for how are you? Plural. Oh, thank you for letting me know that. I see what you're doing. Getting that practice in with the new language. Zeta says, these modern witches already have Thai women clapping back. Yes, they do. Clapping back because they can't shut their mouths. Can't shut their mouths. Better not try talking down or taking down Colombian women. They have spice, yes, they do, and they cussing and they causing international beefs. Yes, it's crazy how many women are, how women in the States with that entitlement mindset are just putting themselves in a negative position and being seen in a negative light. What they need to do is stop playing and go ahead and get some immigrant husbands. Y'all think I'm playing? Okay. Y'all think this funny? Watch what happened in the next 5 years. You're going to see some sisters married to immigrants. You're going to see some white girls married to immigrants. You're going to see some Asian girls married to a dude that came through Mexico with horses chasing them. Think I'm playing? Y'all don't want to marry them because y'all know who they are. Don't worry about it. They got hundreds of thousands of immigrants coming to this city. All they got to do is just clean one of them up. That's it. He barely know English. They gonna clean, like they said, and you barely know English. He barely know English. Man, listen, watch. Y'all gonna be seeing so many immigrant marriages over the next couple of years. Think I'm kidding? I'm not joking. I'm not joking. Y'all gonna be going to some immigrant weddings. Your cousin Reese is gonna get married to Raul. Watch. Think I'm kidding? He's half immigrant baby. Tevin says, single women keep other women true. He said, I've seen it and experienced it myself. Yep. Women always talk women into singleness. Always. A woman could be in a good relationship and her friends and family would talk her right off that cliff into the land of loneliness. For real. If she ain't got sleep apnea to where come on now. If she ain't hooked up to a machine, if she ain't hooked up to some type of machine going through her nostrils, we ain't dating her. That's how some dudes are. And like I said, I ain't hating on dudes that date big women. I ain't got nothing against them. But usually it be them dudes that got fast metabolisms. Now, that's the funny part. It be dudes with the fastest metabolisms that love Emma. Oh, don't be looking at me like I'm lying. It's always the dudes with the that can eat like 9 Big Macs and don't put on no weight. Got the metabolism of a shrew. I mean, super fast metabolism. Them dudes can sit up there with them big girls and eat all day long and don't put on no weight and be in love with them big girls. Dudes like us, we can't be eating with no big girls. We be looking like them. No, it's always the dude with the fast metabolism that love him some big girls. Shout out to man David. Yep, crow's feet. Yep. Y'all funny. Oh, you're in Italy right now. Oh man, let me know how it is, man. I have to learn Italian. He said I have to learn Italian while I'm here. David says, he said, Andre, have you seen the story about how Black women are getting deleted and get? Yes. Like it was like one incident. It was like what? 5 sisters in 1 month, like earlier this year. Like 5 sisters, like 1 month or 2 months earlier this year. 5 sisters have been deleted so far in Gambia. Be careful out there, sisters. It ain't trying to be a passport, bro. It's not as easy as it looks. Yeah, man. Let the immigrants take them. I'm telling you, man, y'all gonna be going to some immigration weddings. It's gonna be 2 types of pastors, 2 types of wedding parties, 2 types of receptions. I'm telling y'all think I'm playing. Y'all think I'm kiki cat. Them sisters gonna be looking over there, looking at wine Juan is hard working. All she got to do is just give him a haircut and get him some cologne. Psh, psh, she done found her a man. The Lord that sent her a man. She gonna get one because she gonna be out there volunteering in the church, giving out free sandwiches and everything. And all of a sudden, her and Juan gonna exchange numbers. Watch. Because Juan got an Obama phone too. Yeah. He said, you speaking facts. The advice I hear women give to each other is laughable. Dude, you be looking like, what? Is it just me? Is it just me? When your girl give advice to another woman, as soon as she hang up, you be like, why'd you tell her that? Why you ain't tell her the truth? And you ask your girl, like, why you lie to your girl like that? Why you just tell her the truth? Well, I didn't want to hurt her feelings. So you rather the lie hurt her feelings than you. You never lied. Let's get back to Brother Kevin. Shout out to Pax being in the building. And my man Wade is here as well. Shout out to you, brother, being here. Retro game cartoon homework. Shout out to you, brother, for being here. Timothy Andre, some women are divorced, hang out with women in church that are married. Yeah, that's true. That are married and with problems with them and cause problems with them and their husbands, then get into their ear just to separate them, to turn them out. There are women that are extremely vindictive to other women. You are 100% correct, brother. You have never lied. I have seen that myself. That a woman who's lonely and don't let her be bitter, she want everybody to be lonely. You ain't gonna have a woman, her friend ain't gonna have a man. And there are women out there like, if I ain't got no love, can't nobody find love. I'm messing it up for everybody. Man, it's women out there spreading lies, man, like venereal diseases. I'm telling you. Yep, you ain't never lied. Never lied. I'll let Juan know. I'm telling y'all, Carlos gonna be coming. Carlos from Chicago gonna be getting married next weekend. Watch. He gonna be able to stay in the country legally, and Riri gonna have a man. And she gonna be like, ooh, my baby gonna have curly hair. My baby gonna have good hair. Cause me and Juan gonna have a pretty baby. I'm telling you. Especially if Juan and the big girls, he in the right country. Shout out to man Gerald in the building. He say, which is funny because dudes be brutally honest with one another. Man, listen. The one thing, I was thinking about this yesterday. The one thing that I really love about being a man, it's very few times in life somebody gonna lie to me. I'll say that again. The one thing about being a man, there are very few times in life that somebody will just straight up lie to you. And usually the person that lied to you is your woman. Because she don't want to hurt your feelings. And then all of a sudden y'all get in an argument. And then she going to throw all that stuff out at you. But 99% of the people in a man's life is going to be straight up to us. No, you can't get that job. Yes, you need to go back to school. Why you dating her anyway? She looks stupid. So you like fat chicks now, huh? Everybody gonna be honest with you. Dude, you know how many jokes I have cracked on dudes doing a breakup? Like when he finally break up with his girl, you be like, dog, you all right? You good? And then when you find out that he good, all the jokes coming. And it's the same thing with me. My boys would be like, hey Dre, I heard that you and so broke up. Yeah, man, I'm good, man. It's gonna be, oh, you good? Yeah. Then I told you about going out there cheating anyway. with your stupid ass. If you stayed in the house, she would have never left your ignorant ass. See, men can be honest with men. Women to be like, it's gonna be all right, girl. You'll find another one. Men don't be on that. They be bringing the truth out. Man, listen, did I not tell this fool stay in the house every Saturday night? But what does he do? He out here creeping in the streets. That's why she cheated on him. Dudes are truthful. Dudes be like, what happened, dog? Man, I went for this job to get an interview. Do you got any qualifications for that job? Nah, dog, I just want to see if they could give it to me. Dog, you ain't even got no qualifications for that job. How the hell you think they was going to hire you? See, you can talk like that as a man. Women, it's going to be all right, girl. You're going to find you another job. Keeping it. Shout out to you, brother, for being here. He says, man, he said, Andre, I was talking about a week ago, about a week, about going to the African Music Festival in Cali, Colombia. Oh, man, you'll love it. August 14th through the 18th, from that Wednesday to Monday. He said, I was looking at flights today and just realized it falls right around my daughter's birthday. The 18th. Shout out to Lil Mama. Yeah, bruh. Yeah, you rather plus yeah, you can't even squeeze that one in. Unless you came from like Wednesday to Saturday and got back Sunday. Either way, yeah. It's hard treading for that one. He said, yeah, these Western women are pure disease, bro. These Western women, they're like villains. They come right out of the comic books. Yeah, they really do, man. And you're like, are you freaking serious? So you gonna sit up there and really lie to your girl like that? And you be looking at them tell the lie. Whenever I see a room full of women, I know there's a room full of people that's gonna be telling lies. Even when I used to sit back as a kid and see my mama and her friends sitting around, I used to be like, this is a bunch of women sitting in this room drinking, playing dominoes, and telling lies. Women always would lie and make it seem like their relationship is golden, ain't no mistakes ever happening, everything all perfect. Men don't never tell that. You would never hear me say me and Andre is a perfect couple. Nope. I don't know none. And men ain't got no problem with saying that. But women will sit up there and lie their ass off. And you be like, and then the next woman lie to like the upstage the lie that the last person told. Like, and we men just be looking at them like, okay, next comes Oprah. Oprah coming next. That's right. Shout out West Ninja. If I was at home, I hit that button. Oprah coming next. That's true, brother. Timothy Bright, Andre, have you heard of the 6 sisters that lost their life? Oh, it's 6 sisters. Wow. Skull crushed. Ugh. One man is living in the house she built, and he didn't get arrested. They can't run off at the month overseas. It's just so sad what's going on, how difficult it is. I mean, I watch female travel content creators as well, and it's a struggle out there for women when it comes to relationships. When it comes to travel, they're having fun. When it comes to building businesses and in some cases buying property, sisters are doing it. But when it comes to getting in relationships and finding somebody to be serious with in other countries, it's hard. It is hard. I don't want to just say sisters. I just want to say women from the West, because I see white girls on YouTube, TikTok, and they're struggling too, and they be in tears. They struggling. Like every once in a while, you see a sister or a white girl from the States get married, but for the most part, ain't nobody checking for them. Nobody. let's go back to our brother Kevin, see what's going on with him.
You got a super chat from Gamer. Appreciate it, my friend. So, and I don't blame him. I'm like, it's like people keep asking me about, other things. There, at one point, there was big money in telling women what they wanted to hear. It was wise at one point. It was good business. But is it still good business to tell women what they want to hear, or is it better to think that women can actually handle the truth? I think it makes better sense to tell women the truth.
I don't. I don't. I wish it did make sense, but it doesn't. And I'll tell you why. Kevin Samuels is the perfect example of a man that tried to basically tell women the truth. And did anything change? I was thinking about this the other day, in all sincerity. When Kevin passed on, did women all of a sudden start getting married? Nope. Did all of a sudden they start making more money? Nope. Did they start getting STEM degrees? Science, engineering, do they start focusing on STEM degrees? Nope. I said science education, but science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. But they didn't. Nothing got better for women. Even though they cheered at his death, as if things were going to get better now. Now that he's gone, okay, let's see what happens. It just got worse. And everything that the man said was revealed. That's the crazy part. Everything that the man was saying. And that's why I said right here, when Kevin said it's better to tell women the truth. No, it's better to just get your passport and stay out their face. I'm going to say this again. The reason why I have such cool relationships with women in the States right now, because I don't live in the States. Even before I left, I was on monk mode. And monk mode made it so much easier for me to just be cool with females. I ain't had to pretend. I ain't had to coerce. I wasn't trying to get no coochie. So I could just be straight honest, or I could just avoid them right out the gate. It's kind of funny. Some of my favorite cigar bars I wasn't going to anymore. Why? I go to a different cigar bar. Why? Because the one I was going to over here, I knew that the ladies was coming too, and I was trying to smash them. But on monk mode, if I ain't trying to smash nobody, I ain't going to that bar. Nightclubs, just certain bowling. I kid you not, man. A lot of spots, some of you guys might be like I was. A lot of spots that I was going to when I was stateside, I was going to those clubs because I knew I was going to leave out that club with somebody. But once I went on monk mode, I ain't trying to go to those spots anymore. Monk mode saved me so much money. So much money and time. Yeah, I kid you not. Shout out to Wade. Wade says, he said, man, we miss brother Kevin. Man, he said he was a very serious person and he was old school. But yeah, he was an old school brother. That's true. He was speaking true facts about what's going on in the dating scene or in dating, even though we agree to sometimes disagree. And that's so true. And that's the cool part about Kevin. He never expected any of us to agree with him 100%. I didn't agree with everything that he said. Just like right now, I didn't agree with what he said. Me personally, I wouldn't said anything. I wouldn't have said one word to him. No, because they're not going to listen. And they're not going to hear out what you have to say. Yep. You say, yeah, we turned our attention away. Now they want the men to pay attention. You know, women love attention. To pay attention again, like you were saying, Andre, they are suffering hard, and they gotta lay in bed, in the bed that they made. Yep, absolutely correct. He said I went NIGTOW, work, gym, home, international terminal. Bruh, you are preaching my gospel, Frank. That was my life the last maybe like 3 or 4 years before I even met Andrea. I kid you not, dude. Literally, that was my life. Work, gym, home. I wasn't clubbing, I wasn't partying. The dudes was asking me out to go play something. Like, nah, dude, I'm good. Because I knew I was going to spend my money and my fun outside the United States. So I'm like, man, I'm about to sit up here and party and spend $300. I said, you know what to do? Because I used to always be like this. And you guys probably like I am. Once you go to another country, you know how much it costs to party. And then you go back to the States, you be like, go on what you do is spend $300. You know what I could do with $300 in DR? No matter what country you went to, you know I could do with $300 in Thailand. You know I could do with $300 in Brazil. And so in the States, you like, man, I'm about to go out and spend $300 at that club. No, y'all have fun, fellas. Hit me up when y'all go to the basketball court or something. But I ain't going to that club. I could do a lot with that $300 that I would have spent tonight at the club with you dudes. Yeah, man, I was shutting my boys down like I was shutting females down. Like, I ain't got time for it. What's that ninja says? He said, I ain't got it like that. That's how I was for real. For no sister, no more. I was like that for real, bruh. Literally, this was literally my life. And I would come home and I would watch Ace live. Ace had just maybe like 150 subscribers at that time period. I met him face to face when he was at 200. I would watch Taylor Made Dreams while I was cooking. I would watch Marwa, and I would watch Jabril Passport Heavy. And so that was I didn't have my TV on. I cut my TV off, and I would just watch watch those guys on YouTube, those brothers, man. They kept me motivated when it came to traveling. That's all I did. My own TV sitting up there was never on. Never, ever on, man. Last time I had watched the TV in the United States, I kid y'all not. Y'all ready? 2016 election of Donald Trump. That was the last night I watched the television in the United States. Yep. Kid you not. So I know exactly what you guys are talking about with the monk mode and how, you just focus on what you need to focus on. He said round trip JFK to Pop. I ain't mad at you. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. That is not bad. 296 can just any domestic expenditures on a woman can justify. Yeah, you can't justify it because that's a flight. You go out to the club and party or take a female to the restaurant. That $300 is a flight. And that's how I used to think, like, man, nah. Yeah, shout out to Passport Heavy. Yep. When he really first started putting his videos out there too, because he was the one that got me to go to Medellin. It wasn't even Ace. Like, Ace was not that big at that time period. It was Passport Heavy. First video that I saw was when he went to Medellin, and he had rented like a 6-bedroom villa in Medellin, El Poblado, and he told how much it was, and it was amazing how much he was paying per month, and he compared it, cost of Medellin, Colombia, to New York, and I was like, this can't be real. And so I went to my Colombian friends and I talked to them about it. Because, when you got Colombian friends, they ain't talk about how much the cost of living is back home. And so I asked them, and they started telling me the whole story. And I was like, oh, I'm out of here. I got to go see this country for myself. Yep, that's crazy. That's crazy. He said, I wonder why nobody gets Jabril from Passport Heavy on as far as an interview. I remember Ace tried to, man, and Ace was saying that Jabril is extreme. You got to remember that Jabril is one of those brothers that's money type dudes. If you ever watch Jabril videos, man, he got a whole videography team that follows him, And when he does interviews, it's like with some of the top people in every country. Because Jabril got money. Shout out to the brothers from Chicago. But yeah, he's balling like that. So he uses YouTube like for fun. But Jabril been making money through his other business endeavors long before YouTube. That's why he can afford that team of people that follows him around. He said, I'll be doing the same thing. I watch passport videos, and I'll even watch passport videos at work. Yep. For the motivation and nonstop grind. That's exactly what I did. Brothers, I kid y'all not. Note the only thing that I watched other than a travel video, I play fantasy football. So I had a fantasy football channel that I used to watch because they came on year round. Other than that, it was all travel. It was all travel. I don't care if it was a black YouTuber, a white YouTuber. I don't care who, Asian YouTuber. If you were a YouTuber and you were traveling, you were my motivation. You were my motivation every time I came home from the gym, and that was it. That was it. He ain't never lied. Never lied. That's the life I lived. And that's how I got here. And that's one of the reasons why we do love crossing borders, because I remember what it was like when I wasn't going out to the club. And on a Friday night, I would watch Tailor Made Dreams. And he would be sitting up there with liquor in his hand. I'm like, brother got a liquor. And that's when I came up with the idea of Friday night drinking hand from watching Tailor Made Dreams when I was back in the States. And so I said, you know what? Friday night drinking hand. Because it's brothers like me that's at home and they blowing their money on these knucklehead chicks in the States, and they stacking their paper so when they leave. Oh yeah, gotta have Machismo TV, man. Them dudes are must. Those dudes are a must without a doubt. Shout out to Machismo TV.
Welcome to Machismo TV, the ultimate destination for modern men seeking to upgrade their lifestyle. Subscribe to Machismo TV and Saul T-Balls. We stream daily from 12 midnight to 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the best male-centric content. Highlight reels without reviewing or providing any editorial bias to the content. We have done so much, with so little for so long, we are now qualified to do anything, with nothing.
Yes, sir. So if you're on third shift, that's what you need to be watching or listen to. Shout out to one of my favorite Bible names, Uriah. I gave you a shout out the other day. You weren't here regarding the $10 cash app that you sent the other day, man. Shout out to you, brother. I appreciate that. He said, that's what I'm doing now. Monk mode. Hey, kids, I you know what? It's kind of funny because monk mode is never exciting until you out of the country. So when you at home, it's kind of, to the average person, it's kind of boring. Like it's something wrong with you. Like, man, you don't go out no more like you used to. You ain't smashing them chicks like you used to, man. You used to be out there getting it in. You're like, nah, dog, I'm good. You know, I get it in when I'm in DR. I get it in when I'm in Brazil or Colombia, or, you know, I get it in when I'm in Germany. Oh man, you tripping. You know, and your people just don't understand you. And so, reason why we're so dedicated to Friday night drinking hands is because I remember what it's like. And so I'm like, man, I want to motivate, keep my brothers encouraged. Like Tailor Made Dreams kept me encouraged. Yeah, and the Freaky Fridays. I remember when Tailor Made Dreams used to have the Freaky Fridays with the ladies on there. Used to have adult conversation. I remember that. Yep. He said, Andre, when will you make a cold break content? At least 2. Appreciate you. You know what? It's kind of funny that you would say that, because I'm thinking about taking that one and just remixing it to where that's going to be the closing video. Gray dress. And then I'm thinking about, it's kind of funny that you would say 2, because that's exactly what I've been doing. I got the footage already put to the side. So now all I'm looking for is the right music. So I'm going to put the footage together with the music, just like I did with that one, with those other 2 that we have. And speaking of breaks, let's give ourselves a break right around now. Listen, we're going to say green dress to the end. So we'll do a break right here. And remember, all these women in this video are all Colombian.
Hey, son. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Like it or love it, it's double or nothing. You ain't getting money, then you bugging. Damn fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck. Up the budget, cashing it in, damn I'm a bucket. OD, you know I overdoes it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it. Her name ain't Mega, but yeah, she a stallion. The way that we dressin' ran out of Italian. New chain bustin', beat the medallion. Pull your own troubles out by the gallon. Her name ain't Lotta, but she from the south. Her name ain't Ruby, she got a big mouth. Putting it in, she sticking it out. Putting it in, she sticking it out. She like salsa, one in a hole, just like a golfer. If you ain't leeching, what can you offer? Ain't got it, they just be talking. Ain't got it, they just be talking. They gon' tell you what you wanna hear. Yeah, put you in a nice pair. Best if you don't listen.
All this shit from me, I'm making her wet. It's double line, you know we the set. They know we up next, that's why they upset. Diamonds on me, you know it's baguettes. Ballin' so hot, man, I need me a rap. If you ain't on time, then you can't left. Can't live in the past, ain't got no regrets. Ain't looking for love, just want me. Like it or love it, still gotta respect it. How you in first, but you coming in second. They watching your next, so you gotta protect it. Running it up and we breaking the records. You gave us your last, you should've just kept it. Eyes on me as soon as I step in. The eye on me, you know what I'm reppin'. It's eyes, so yeah, you know what we dressing. Our blessings is coming, they know that we destined. Like it or love it, they know how we coming. You send us the budget, send us the budget. She wanna suck in my hands on weed, she tell me don't touch it. What you doing? We bringing them vibes, you know we don't force it. Tell them don't rush us. Don't rush us at all. Hate us or love us, it really don't matter. Ain't holding no grudges.
Like it or love it, it's double or nothing. You ain't getting money, then you bugging. Damn fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck, up the budget, cashing it in. Damn I'm a bucket. OD, you know I overdoes it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it.
She want me to touch it, I'm making her cream. Like she a Russian, she for the team. She bringing her cousins, I'm bringing my brothers. Now it's the scene and we are for being.
Like it or love it, I had just dub it. Ain't no in between, no in between. She for the streets, feeling so geek. She for the streets, feeling so geek.
Like it or love it, they know how we coming. Just send us the budget, send us the budget.
All right, send us the budget. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's Paola. Yep, right there. I actually reached out to her. We're supposed to be scheduling an interview for Saturday morning in a couple weeks. So yeah. Yep. He said, I can't front. I love the drink break. I can't front either, brother. I can't front either. He said, Dre, you know you need your credit. He said, Dre, you know you need your credit, and you brought so many of us the knowledge, learning tools. Both you and Andre are one of the many examples, and have delivered excellent content. Thank you very much, brothers. I mentioned this before in the past. I hope you guys can still hear me clearly. I'm going to put this right here. Put the microphone right here. One of the things that we discovered early of doing YouTube, that there were two, like I said, it's two sides to every coin, two sides to every bridge, right? And I noticed, let me turn this volume up just a little bit. And I noticed that there was all these other content creators over here showing you the fun and party side of every country. But nobody was showing us how to live in those countries. Taylor Made Dreams had started doing that. He had started doing that when he talked about opening up a bank account in DR, buying property in DR, how to get insurance. He was like one of the first ones that really start talking about it among Black men. And there was a brother that's in Thailand I have been watching. He was doing that too. And so I was like, when the dust clears after the party, a lot of guys are going to be saying, okay, how do I move to Medellin? How do I move to Cartagena? How do I move to Cali? How do I move to Brazil? And so Andrea and I purposely just stayed on our side of the bridge, where nobody over here with us, when nobody else putting out any content like this when it comes to understanding taxes or anything else. Everybody was doing the party side, which was nothing wrong with that. You got Flyboy Way, you got like I say, Jabril, Ace Live, Marwa, you Check and Effect. Everybody was showing you how to have a good time, but nobody was showing you like, okay, after the good time is over and you like living in Mexico, what do I do? You know, you had the white brothers with videos, but you ain't had the brothers with any videos out. So we just decided to just stay in our little lane. And we knew that eventually brothers would want to know how to live in these countries. And since I was living here, it made it a little bit easier than to, it made Andrea and I a little more trustworthy because we're stable compared to our other YouTube friends that are going from country to country to country to country. And we still do that too, but we're more stable. So you guys are like, okay, that's a stable couple. So they can tell me more about real estate and insurance and taxes and bank accounts and things like that, and relationships in Colombia, the real relationships with everyday women, not the women that I met when I was partying. And so that's why we purposely give the information that we give, because we purposely stayed on this side of the bridge because we knew eventually guys would start walking over to our side once they got done partying, because you can only party so much. And you'd be like, okay, now that I'm really in love with Colombia, let me reach out to Andrea and Andrea. And that's what we do. Kid you not. That's why you never saw a thumbnail that was the sexy women of Colombia. Usually when you see me put a sexy thumbnail, it's usually kind of like, should you trust her? type of thumbnails. Type of thumbnail. Shout out to Timothy. Timothy says, you brothers tripping. He said, are you right? Oh, I'm dipping the conversation. I'm dipping. Okay, let's get back to some Kevin before we wrap everything up. Let's check out what else Kevin's talking about.
And let women decide, how they want to take it. I think it's honestly rather disrespectful the way a lot of folks keep lying to women, telling women that, why are you listening to those people who are telling you this or that, and then doing the very same thing. All right, here we go. Let's see. Doing the very same thing. Oh my gosh. Is it the cord? I don't know. All right, so you know what? What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do part 2 to this tomorrow, because I want to make sure this comes in. Because what I'm starting to do is bring Instagram in, to YouTube. Here we go. Lack of wives. So, is it a lack of wives or a lack of husbands? That's the question. And I think it's, like I said, I think it's funny that we're so quick to tell men, you be rating women, or you saying this about women, you're saying that to women. But we don't say jack shit about how women talk to men. We don't. We don't say a damn thing about how women talk to men. It's just a free-for-all. Let's see. Do we want to crop that? All right, let's see what we can do. Let's see who we want to bring in here. Facts. Is the sound on? Yeah, the sound is on. The sound should be on. We're trying something new. So somebody hit the, let's see, somebody hit the link. Hey, you in the future? I know, right? People are tripping on that one. Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. How old are you?
I'm 33.
All right. So, can you guys hear her on YouTube? Not the crossover, I know. So, why did you start following me?
I started following you because my ex-boyfriend was actually following you, and he told me that you give good advice, and I started following you through him.
Okay. Why is he your ex?
We broke up because it was long distance, and I guess he's considered a high-value man.
He was or he is?
There was a lot of options and just a lot of different things.
Okay.
Work out.
How long ago was that?
It ended last year.
Do you
I've
have
been single for a year now.
Do you have any kids?
No kids. I work in the federal government for 13 years. I make 6 figures.
You do? Wait a minute. You make 6 figures
Yes, I do.
and you can't find a man? What's the issue? What do you think the issue is?
I don't know. I've always wanted to talk to you.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to get my technology to work over here, but I'll do it while we're going. What do you think the issue is?
I think I go for the wrong type of men.
What kind of guys are you going for? Hold on, YouTube.
Usually in my 20s, like, I just feel like I date like either men who are unavailable or, I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest. I just moved to Miami, which
I thought the same thing, David.
Well, yeah, Miami. So YouTube said they can't see you, but that's okay. There's something wrong with this cord, so we're gonna try to figure this out. Okay, why are you in Miami?
I just moved here because I wanted to be somewhere warm. I'm working from home with COVID.
Yeah, but
So,
is Miami a relationship kind of city?
I don't know. I'm starting to realize it's not. But I mean, there's still locals that live around here.
You're starting to realize it's not?
Yeah.
Come on, Ma. Really?
I mean, I just wanted to be somewhere warm. It's not because anything of I actually don't like Miami like that. I'm just originally from Australia, and I really
Yeah, it's a
wanted
wrap
to,
for
like,
her, Uriah.
be
That's right.
living near a beach. But I am realizing that it is a very younger environment, and dating is worse here.
Right. So why don't you leave?
Kevin over here struggle streaming.
And I don't know why I'm still single, and I'm 33. I have no kids. I have a bachelor's degree.
You don't know why you're still single. You're 30. What do you do for a living?
I told you I work for the federal government.
Federal government. Okay. All right.
You're not listening to
No, I'm listening, but I trust me. I got 15 things going on at one time, so you're good. But if you ask your ex, what was it like being with you? What did he say? Dating you is what?
He said that I'm too controlling because Instagram, he would like photos of other girls, and then we would get into a fight about that. So
you would get upset because of stuff that he was doing on Instagram?
yeah,
Why did you know?
because I would see it.
How? How?
How it's on. What do you mean?
How? It's on his phone. Right. But why are you? Okay. So you went looking at his Instagram. Why?
Because we're in a relationship.
What does that mean?
Right.
You're in a relationship. You're in a relationship. Fine.
I think transparency is really important, and I think that if you accept
You think what's really important?
transparency.
Transparency. That's bullshit.
Okay, before we go any further, let me know, be honest, in the comment section. How many of you guys are the type of guys to go through your woman's phone, go through her Instagram, go through her Facebook? Are you one of them dudes? I ain't one of them dudes. I ain't got time for that. If I got to be jealous and insecure about what you're doing, we don't need to be together. But some dudes, that's the lay of the land. Hey, be honest. Be like, I do. That's what I do. That's my thing. If you're gonna be with me, you gonna tell. I gotta. It's like Lou Ross, show and tell. See what I'm saying? No, that wasn't Lou Ross. That song, show and tell. Show and tell is the game I play when I wanna say. Yeah, but yeah, show and tell. Y'all say no at all. Somebody's out there doing it. Somebody lying because these women, we know the women do it. But these women are saying there's a bunch of dudes out there going through their phones too. Let me see your phone. Let me check. Oh, let me check your IG. Why ain't you got no pictures of us? Right? So yeah. My man David said if someone else gets her, they be held against if anything. Oh, I'm reading two comments. He said if anyone else gets her, they be doing you a favor. Yeah. He say anything you say or do will be held against you. Yep. I'm definitely not going through her phone. Yeah, that's not my thing. I kid you not. Because this is one of those situations. You go looking, you gonna find it. Even if you convince yourself that it's something. He said, I just be chilling. If I gotta check your phone, she gotta go. That's how I am. If I gotta go through your phone, yeah, I'm not a teenager. I'm not gonna be going through nobody's phone being all insecure. He said, I saw a video in Cali and it looked like a dump. Yes, Cali, Colombia is a dump. It really is. You should not come here. I'm going to say this again, 44. Do not spread the rumors. I need you to go to all YouTube channels and spread the rumor that Cali, Colombia is a dump. A place that you wouldn't even want your worst enemy. We got grasshopper locusts out here. You do not want to be here. We got fire ants. We got monkeys and gorillas on the loose. Dude, you do not want to know. Seriously, I'm serious, bro. Spread this rumor. I want you to spread it. I want you to go to every YouTube, every content creator you can find and say, Cali, Colombia is a dump. Don't go there. Man, you are wasting your dime and your time if you go to Cali, Colombia. Do not come to Cali. We appreciate you for spreading that word. He said, I'm heading back to the dump in August with glee. I'm mad at you. Yep. Silverback's kicking ass. You don't want to come around here. We got too many. It's wild, man. It's like we got it's on biblical proportions how raggedy Cali is. It's on biblical proportions, bro. You don't want to be here 44. Tell your friends, had your kids, had your wife. I'm telling you, man, Cali, Colombia is not where you want to be, bro. It is raggedy. I'm talking about rats, roaches, bats that look like roaches that look like bats. I'm telling you, you don't want to come here, brother. Do not come here. It's nothing but National Geographic. That's it. Full of people. That's Andre's PSA for the night. You ain't never lied. I don't know what dudes be expecting me to say. Dude, I'm a sarcastic dude. When you say something to a sarcastic dude, I'm gonna tell you like, you know what? So, I mean, he walked right into that. Shout out to my man 44 in the building. He walked straight into that one. I'm like, man, what? No, we don't want you to come anyway. What are you talking about? You helping us out. Go to like 15. We want you to go to 15 other channels, go on their live stream. I mean, talk so bad about Cali, Colombia. That's what we need you to do. We need you to tell people there's a plague going on. Hey, tell people that Cali is the new COVID. Whatever you got to do, to keep people from coming to Cali, we are with you, brother. We are with you. Please. He said, how long did it take you to learn Spanish? Speak well. My Spanish is trash, but guess what I bought yesterday? I actually went ahead and downloaded the app to the Pimsleur, and I actually paid for the monthly membership for Pimsleur. So I am Pimsleur serious about getting my Spanish down this year. Serious. So I can sit back and when DJ Bro asked me next time, later on this year, I can respond in Spanish. And another reason why I really get my Spanish down is my sister asked me yesterday. Me and Andrea were out to dinner, and my sister Candy, she called me, and Candy said, Andrea, how's your Spanish? And I was like, it's muy mal. And I said, that's bad. And she was like, Andrea, you been there that long, you haven't mastered Spanish. I'm like, listen, I'm trying to make money, people. I'm trying to make money and have peace. And my Spanish, here's the kicker. And a lot of you guys are like me. Your Spanish is survival Spanish. Like if you need to talk to somebody in the gym, you good. You need to make a conversation, a decent conversation, you good. You need to go to the grocery store and order something from a restaurant, you good. Now, when it comes to talk about politics, the Pimsleur app, Pimsleur ranks like number 2 or 3 outside of Rosetta Stone. Yep. As far as the best, and everybody that I know, every single brother I know that have done Pimsleur, they'd never make it to level 5. All of them are good by level 2 and 3. And I mean, these dudes sound like, you're like, man, bro, I remember when you first came here last time, you couldn't speak a word of Spanish. Now, yeah, man, I'm only on level 3. And plus Pimsleur is like $500 something. However, you can do Pimsleur also, their pro program, for only, I think it's like $19 a month. And so I was like, $19 a month? Okay, cool. I'll knock that out. And so I'm excited. I really am excited. Plus they got cue cards. They've got, if you don't pronounce the word correctly, they'll correct you, definitely. So now it's you can do it online, but you can also do it through the app, the Pimsleur app as well. He said, El Grim said he did the $20 a month. So yeah, that's the one that I signed up for yesterday. Yep, I signed up for an AI course, just talking to Austin Holloman and seeing what he's doing behind the scenes with his channel, man. I was like, oh, I got to get that AI down packed for my channel. And so he was showing me some things about how to set up your YouTube shorts. I'm like, what? He said, oh man, you could do this, that, and man, you could knock out 7 shorts in 20 minutes. I'm like, what? And so he was showing me all type of stuff. And so I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get get some of these AI courses going, and let me go ahead and get their Pimsleur. So that's what I did yesterday. Instead of buying some cologne, see how I do? Instead of buying cologne wine in Bogota, I was like, you know what? Let me learn something. So when dudes would be wondering if I be on learner mode, yes, I stay on learner mode. Shout out to my Uncle Jeffrey. He said, you're right, Dre. Cali is a real shithole. Don't come here. Shout, let it all out. Yeah, for real, man. El Grim, shout out to you, brother, for letting me know that. That's motivation, man. He said, my Spanish has gotten way better just being in Colombia for a few months. I got lazy with Pimsleur. And that's the other thing that kind of like upsets people. Like, man, you live in a Spanish-speaking country, so you get a chance to practice. And, because a lot of guys like, I'm back in the States with all these damn English speakers. So I'm go ahead and take it serious, especially since I'm like paying for it out of pocket this go around. Even though I have a free Pimsleur package. Now check it. I got a free Pimsleur package. When you got something free, you really take it for granted. And so I said, you know what? Put my money where my mouth is. Let me go ahead and sign up for the $20 a month package. and then go ahead and then get my Spanish down pat, because now I'm paying for it out of my pocket now. There's a big difference. Yep. Shout out to you. All right. We're going to do maybe a couple more minutes of Kevin with the lady.
It's not transparency. You're nosy. Did he have access to your Instagram?
I mean, he can see whatever I do. I don't do anything on it.
So if you hadn't seen his Instagram, would you guys still be together?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I mean, we were long distance. Long distance is hard.
That's not what I asked. I said, if you hadn't seen his Instagram, would you still be together? Hold on just a second. I got to grab something. Now, I want you to think about that. If you hadn't seen his Instagram, would you still be together? Yeah, this is a janky broadcast, people. We're going to have to get through it, though. Where's that other damn cable? There it is. You can ask the question. I can hear
Kevin,
you.
like me, cables everywhere.
If you hadn't seen his Instagram, would you still be together?
It caused a lot of fights, so possibly.
Possibly?
I mean, there's just more to it. Like, it's
Well, my thing, okay, so you guys are long distance and you would check his Instagram. You didn't have to check his Instagram though, right?
I mean, I would see something. Like, it's not like I checked it. Like, it would come up and then I would see it.
Right, but my point is, okay, so, all right, here's a school of thought. If you didn't go looking for stuff, would you find it?
No, I understand that.
Do you?
I think that is my problem why I'm single, because I think you're right. I think I find something wrong and then I'll like quickly cut it off.
Right, so what man can do anything about that? If you go looking for a problem, you're going to find one. And if there's not one there,
Like, there's like basic, like,
if there's not one there, you'll make one.
yeah, but there's like basic things of respect. Like, you don't like an ex's photo that you slept with when you're in a relationship. Like,
What is that? No. You tell me what that means, though. He liked an ex's photo.
what do you mean? It sends the wrong message to that person.
No, that's what it says to you.
I think all women take that.
No, we're talking about you. We're talking about you and your ability. See, you can only control. You ascribe meaning to something. What did it mean that he liked an ex's photo?
It means that you're sending a message to her.
That's not what it meant. That's what you say it meant. Is that ex in the same city? Does that ex have another man? What difference does it make? So if he had an ex who was a movie star or a singer, he couldn't go watch their movies. He couldn't go listen to their music. He's got to write them off.
But that's not the case.
But that's not the. Well, first off, you're not his wife.
Good point.
So him liking something. Do you want somebody to control you that tight? Okay. Did he cheat on you?
I don't think so.
So what the fuck's the point? You tank a relationship because he liked the photograph of an ex of his.
I mean, like I said, there's more to it, but yeah, I think that when you express something to your partner, like, hey, this bothers me, then they should respect that, or they should not do it again. If you're like, this is something that is a deal breaker for me, or this is something.
No, they should leave you. They should leave you. They should leave you. They should leave you because that's too damn controlling. Nobody has to put up with that. It's a grown damn man. He liked the photograph. It's a click of a button. Do you even know? Look.
But hold on, but it's like a picture of like a girl in a bikini.
So he likes titties. He likes boobs. So what? Why are you so insecure? Why are you so insecure?
But what if you know that person still likes you? Why would you?
So what? Why are you so insecure?
I just feel like it's just a respect factor.
Okay, well, you can, hey, ma'am, you can be right. How about that? You're right. You're right. It's disrespectful. He liked the photograph of a woman he used to kick it with. So what? Does it feel better to be alone and right?
Honestly, I think it will come along. Like,
No. See, that's what I always
You
find
didn't answer
interesting
this
with you
question.
ladies. Is you never look at your behavior. You always want to put it off to someone else, and then you think in the future the right person will come along. Who is that? The person that will do what you tell them?
No, the person that will respect you if you tell them that this bothers me, and then like they'll.
But why does it bother you? But okay, it bothers you. But man, it's not like he was bringing it into the house. You went looking for it.
West Side, you crazy.
I don't know. I think if you tell someone.
No. I need to, ma'am. I know how Instagram. No, listen. I know how Instagram works. On his Instagram, it doesn't tell you he liked a picture on another feed. You sound crazy.
I'm laughing because I understand what you're saying, but I'm telling you that.
No. I need you to stop. I need you to stop trying to be right. See, imagine if you lived in this world. See, imagine if you lived in the sane world where your boyfriend, you didn't stalk his Instagram. You just happened to have a fucking life and were secure. And you didn't go check what he did or did not do anywhere else. Okay, just I know, no crazy world. You just didn't. Then you wouldn't know about it. And if you didn't know about it, you wouldn't have any kind of feelings about it. Then you wouldn't have to do anything about it. Then when you talk to him, you guys could talk about, other stuff other than things you went looking for. Because, ma'am, this is a pattern of behavior. You'll find problems. And here's the thing, ma'am, you'll be right. And there'll be plenty of women that'll be like, that's right, he shouldn't have liked an ex's photograph. But they're not going to ask you, how did you know?
Okay, so can I ask you a question? If that is like just small, don't you think that later on it can turn into something bigger? If you just ignore something like that?
No. You're catastrophizing. Like most loner women. I'll stop it now. You know what happens? It's one thing that turned into you being single. And if you can't get, and I want you to understand something. As a woman who lives in Miami, you make over 6 figures, right? And you're 33. Ma'am, if you can't deal with your boyfriend liking a picture of an ex, you're not equipped to deal with life. Real shit happens in life. Babies die, diseases, deaths, real shit.
No, I had a really rough childhood.
I don't, but okay, but that's not what we're here for. We're talking about real stuff happens in life and with somebody. And in order to have a life worth living, you gotta get over some shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure if that's the reason why I'm single, because that aspect, or is it like because my dad passed away when I was 3 and I didn't have a father figure. But I don't know. But I am on this live because I am like willing to hear your advice and be.
Well, if you have to interview your exes, what is it like to? Well, if they would say being with you is blank. Fill in the blank.
I think they did feel like I was controlling. They said I was sensitive.
Right. Who wants to? So is it a pleasure to be with you?
Like, we still have really.
No. I asked a specific question. Let me give you a different. Is it peaceful to be with you?
At times.
Yeah.
No, not at times, ma'am.
At
Not at
times.
times.
She said at times.
Is it peaceful to be around somebody who is controlling and overly sensitive? then there you are. Would you like to work for someone who was controlling and overly sensitive and then have your future and your income attached to that person?
Yeah.
You would?
No, I'm saying, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Interview your exes. Because, well, I mean, I need you to, okay, so you told him that he looked at the photograph, but what did you do? I mean, because we heard about what he did. What did you do that was wrong?
That's what I called him out on, and then he set that up too.
No, okay, I got it. No, I got it. That's what you responded. What did you do to him? Not that incident. What did you do in the relationship that was bad?
Just the controlling part.
So give me an instance where he was upset with you at something you did.
He's upset with me when I'm controlling. He gets upset when I'm controlling.
Okay, first of all, you guys are right. She looks way over 40. She says that she's 36, 37. I don't believe her. Or she's had a rough 36, 37 years. She looks way over the age. Secondly, she's looking older. That might be one of the reasons why she's so controlling, because she's feeling insecure about herself. Like, man, I don't look young like the young girls, but I'm not as old as the old ladies that I look like. So that could bring insecurity on her end. But that going through a man's Instagram to see what photos he liked, and do you think it'll be worse? Well, this is the funny part. That what she thought would be the worst case scenario happened. You lost your man. The worst case scenario wasn't the cheating, if it would have happened. The worst case scenario is you lost your man. And that happened. That's the crazy part. You said I'm going with the latter. that she was unattractive, that she looked even though she was young, she looked as old as the older women. Yeah. And you know what watching Kevin Samuels caused me to see? You can see these train wrecks coming in these ladies' lives. I mean, like literally, you'll watch a show and you'll see that person realize on camera, I'm going to be alone forever. This is not going to work out for me. Even some of the attractive women that he's had on the show, you could see that they've come to the reality. I'm going to be on this carousel forever. Dudes are just going to smash me and trash me. Smash and trash. He said, Dave says, by how old she looks, I wonder if she's a smoker. That could be it too. She might be a smoker. Because to be in your 30s, she's not supposed to be looking that old. Shout out to Leo in the building. He said night after night on display for the entire world to see. Every night women were calling in. That was probably the craziest part. Every single night, more women would call in to basically not embarrass themselves. I don't want to say that. But like I said, you were watching Kevin with somebody and you could just see it on their face when reality kicking in, or they'll try to start an argument and get mad at Kevin. But at the end of the day, these cameras got to go off. That's why you guys often hear me use the term cameras off, because once these cameras go off, real life kick in. And for these ladies, once Kevin's cameras go off, after Kevin passed on, I bet you most of the women that he spoke to were still lonely. The thousands of women still alone. All the women that criticized him after he died a couple years ago. I bet you if we could look up some of those ladies, many of them are still lonely and still going around a carousel, and nobody's putting a ring on it. Nobody's put her. Oh yeah, he left a void. And this the funny part. He didn't even leave Leo. He didn't even leave a void for us. He left a void for them. That's the sad part. He was the last person on YouTube that gave a damn about trying to turn things around for them. He was the last one. There is nobody else. There is nobody else they could turn to. What, Kendra G? Psh, please. He was the last one that would sit back and listen to them night after night, while the rest of us were getting up in the morning, going to the post office, getting our passports. So when he died, I knew when Kevin Samuels died, the men were not in trouble. I knew when he died, the women were in trouble. I was like, oh shit, women just went. Kevin is like the dude that broke up with his girl, and his girl finally realized that she needs him. That's what women are today. They finally realize. I bet you if Kevin was around right now, I bet you a lot of those women would be listening now. What do I need to do, Kevin? Therapy? I'll do therapy. I'll do therapy, Kevin. Whatever you need. Fit, feminine, and friendly. I'm going to the gym right now, Kevin. It's 12 o'clock at night. I'm on my way to the gym right now. I'm about to do some push-ups right now as soon as this live stream over with. They'll do whatever Kevin says, because at the end of the day, winter has come, and everything that this brother said has come to pass. Everything. Not one thing that Kevin said about the lovely ladies in the States, black or white, has not come to pass. All of it. And that's why people are still, such as ourselves, still watching Kevin Samuels videos. That's why he's still getting crazy views. This dude's been gone for almost 2 years, going on 3 years. And his channel is still one of the top channels on YouTube. And it ain't just us brothers watching. It ain't just us brothers watching. He said, yeah, I see a lot more sisters in the gym. Yep. They go in the gym because A, they're lonely, and B, they know the competition is deep. So you better take your butt in that gym. Shout out to Timothy. He said, I know you hit Kendra G. Gotta call it out. You know what? I'm gonna say something. Nah. See, if Kendra probably would have had the weave off and not as much makeup, maybe she'd have got hit like on a drunk night. But Kendra G is like, she wear more weave than Diana Ross. Kendra G be having her weave like she is not trying to hide it. She be looking like a lion out there, looking like the lion on the Wiz, man. I kid you not. Okay, am I lying? Kendra G be having a lion's mane, man. I kid you not, she be pulling out the Diana Ross, so you be like, man, that's just too much weave. You ain't even trying to be discreet with it. She ain't even trying to pretend like it's her own hair. Anytime you got 9-inch bangs, I'm just saying, it's just too much. No, I couldn't do Kendra G. I'm sorry. Not even on my drunkest night. I'm just putting it out there, Uriah. Yeah, no, man, no. And she might be the sweetest person, and from the way she says, she got a man. So she says, you know, she says she's got a dude, but Kendra don't give off that I got a man energy. You see what I'm saying? She give off energy like she lying. She give off energy like she go home, and you can hear her voice echoing off the walls. Yeah, for real. Yeah, unbelievable. In all sincerity, I just couldn't do. Ugh. There's a lot of you brothers that can do the weaves. I really couldn't do it. I would rather have a female that got brush waves before I do weaves. Give me the brush waves, sister. Give me the baby afro. Give me the natural hair. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I used to always deal with mixed women. Shout out to my man Jonathan in the building. Salute to you as well, brother. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I dealt with so many mixed women that were biracial, because I knew that 9 out of 10 I won't get dealing with weave. But yeah, I couldn't do the weave thing because the weave meant I was gonna have to go to bed with a bonnet, and then when you want to roll over and get your early morning sex, and the person got a shower cap on their head. That is not sexy. So I was like, man, give me the mixed sisters. Give me the mixed sisters. But we're about to head out right now. We're about to go ahead, like Timothy Bright was saying. We're about to do Great Skirt. Let you guys get some rest. It's 12 o'clock in the evening, Eastern right now. And I've got a consultation to do tomorrow afternoon. So I'll let you guys go. Once again, my name is Andre of Andre and Andres, Love Crossing Borders. Glad you could tell my voice needs to rest anyway. Glad to see you guys here. You guys have a great weekend and safe flights no matter where you go, as we keep our lives on monk mode. Shout out to you guys. And thank you guys for the super chats and the cash apps. Let's get ready to head out of here with Great Dress.
Det var första gången vi möttes. Våra blickar bara möttes. Kommer du ihåg det igen? Kommer du ihåg igen? Du vill ha ice little fingers. Då du vet det chalas. All in, ingen broms, schackmatt på din vänster hand. Du är så viktig baby. Ja, du allians. Du är försiktig baby. Men du gav mig en chans. Det är 50-50 baby. Men det är balans. Jag växlar upp med dig baby. Ingen annan. Det var fan ingen dans på någon ros innan jag träffade någon som dig. Som dig baby. Det var fan ingen dans på någon ros innan jag träffade någon som dig. Du är mitt liv baby. Aldrig titta på någon annan. Varför du med annan? Kom var med mig baby. Aldrig lita på någon annan. Finns ingen annan, jag vill ha min chakarinna. Låsa och save, ingen sinna. Jag kommer alltid ride with you. 100 gubbar klart die for you. Du är så viktig baby. Ja, du allians. Du är försiktig baby. Men du gav mig en chans. Det är 50-50 baby. Men det är balans. Jag växlar upp för dig baby. Ingen annan. Det var fan ingen dans på någon ros innan jag träffade någon som dig. Du är mitt liv baby. Det var fan ingen dans på någon ros innan jag träffade någon som dig. Du är mitt liv baby. Visa mig vart du finns. Vi kommer väl till min city? Nej, jag vet att det finns. Kom det är bra lives and all nights, yeah. Jag vet att jag minns kör det. Chans social smart lady. Jag tvivlar det. Visa mig vart du finns, yeah.